done. Now you can tab off so it actually works. There we go.
So, who all remembers what happened last time?
Crystal shit in forest.
Right.
That she was having withdrawal from coffee.
We found the alien biome, and then we got to a large crystal wall, and then some voice said, "Go the fuck away."
Also bears.
What's so bears? Oh yeah, Davi fucking wrestled a bear.
Yeah, there was a pair of crystal bears outside the lab.
Pair o' bears. They certainly were not Care Bears.
Why does Crystal Bear sound like a TV series or something?
Sounds like a band to me.
Crystal bears.
If the name is, it has to be.
The only thing that those crystal bears cared about was eating more crystal.
Yep.
Yeah. Ow. Fuck. Shit.
Yep, you guys also found the lab where this all started.
Yes. I don't remember exactly how they were doing experiments or something.
The original experiment was simply trying to give magic to those who weren't inherently attuned. And the crystal fruit was the product of that, but the experiment obviously went wrong when it started transforming things, and the wild magic worsened it by making that crystal basically into volatile mana batteries in some of the animals.
We lost RJ Cam, by the way.
Bye, RJ. Matt?
Which means Matt probably... Oh, and Matt can't
Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear him, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
I didn't turn it off. It turned itself off.
That's why I was bringing to your attention. All right, carry on.
Yeah, so that happened. You all had a talk with the research assistant, who was the only one in there, boarded up.
Clem was pissed.
Quite.
Because this is way too close to her orchard, which means it's way too close to the town.
Crystal Orchard.
Very angry.
Much anger.
About to ruin my whole fucking living.
Yo, let me ruin this entire woman's career.
Right? Straight bullshit.
You also came across a wolf who was injured next to a crystal and have so far decided to do what you can to patch it up, and you've been bringing it with you up until you hit the crystal wall, which is where we had to end my session. Ran out of time. And
We
that's
heard an ominous voice telling us to get the fuck
to
out
go
of here.
away. At this point, I would like to remind everyone, new music bot, make sure it's at a level you're comfortable with before I start playing anything.
I'm gonna turn it down so you can just turn it up if I need to.
Yep. Everyone do it. I don't want to blow anyone's ears out.
Have you figured out how to use this one, Ethan?
Yeah, I just read the webpage. It doesn't say anything about any sort of restrictions, so I should just be able to operate it all myself, but, you know, I guess we'll find out.
Right.
I've even
Because I know
started the page
Fred
open.
Boat isn't a bitch like Rhythm can be. It's a lot more like groovy.
See, I don't know if it was just the other admin who just gave me the permissions off the bat, but I've never had that issue with...
It probably gave you permissions off the bat.
I guess,
Because you were
yeah.
DMing and stuff.
Yeah, I suppose so. Alright, everyone good on audio levels?
69, where it should be.
And as long as you've had time to
Yeah, that's good.
edit it to a preferred level. Alright, so you all stand before this wall. Edma had to lift Davi to see over, about 5 feet high. And everything beyond this wall has been entirely crystallized. The ground, the trees. You don't currently see any animals on the other side.
You're good
Is
to cough.
it's like a field of crystal is what we're looking at?
No, it continues to be a forest.
Okay, it's more forest, but there's like a wall of crystal.
Yeah, there's like a 5-foot wall of crystal that has grown up from the ground before everything turns crystal. On the side you're on, it's mostly normal earth with larger and larger patches of crystal growing off, or some parts of the trees crystallizing, and on the other side, it's entirely crystal.
The wall like a straight wall? Does it curve? Like, what's going on with this wall?
It curves off in the tree line.
Curves off in the tree line.
Probably circles around wherever this tree is.
Well,
Likely past this wall.
Generally, when they put up wall, it is because they do not want you to get to something. So I think that the tree we're looking for is probably past this wall.
Sounds like a good.
Agreed.
Well, I've tried nothing and I'm already out of ideas.
Well, we're gonna have to get over it somehow, and I don't think any of us would particularly want to touch it.
Cedric.
I will put my hand on the wall.
Edma! Oh, God.
As you put your hand to this crystal, you feel like a static shock across your whole palm as it first touches.
Okay.
But then you're able to rest your hand on the crystal with no further issue.
I got a little zap. Wasn't that bad.
Oh, did you get powers? We're going to become a giant? Now you got struck by lightning twice. You'll probably become a giant one day.
That
I
explains a
don't know
lot.
if those two things are related.
Well, Yargoth is big and he can command this storm, so I can't Davi.
I don't think you commanded it to strike.
But Davi got up on top of mountain and yelled, "Come on, strike Davi down, show him what you're made of." And then it struck Davi not once but twice.
Twice in one
Maybe
go,
I'm
or
wrong.
twice in 2 separate days?
Well, dude, this is more like zap, and that one really hurt. And Davi got up, very hurt, and said, "Is that all you have, clouds?" And then zap was another one. And then Davi was out for
Apparently
the
wasn't all
count.
they had. Well, go ahead and try it. If it's just a little zap, then Big Davi can take care of it just fine.
Alright then, Davi will reach. I'm standing on your shoulders, right?
She was just holding you up.
Oh, okay, well, she's holding me
on
up.
my shoulder.
Then I will reach out and also touch the crystal.
You get a similar static shock across your entire hand when it gets close, but then you're able to rest your hand on it.
See? It's not so bad. It's
You
a
want me
late.
to put you over the wall?
Hey, that would be nice. Davi is not quite as tall as he needs to be.
I will pick Davi up and lift him over the other side of the wall and drop him down.
Okay.
Something about this wall strikes me as wrong. I don't know if I want to touch it
Crystals are
particularly.
supposed to be in forests instead of caves.
Unless there are some very old miners that like to hang out in the forest and they've been leaving their crystals out, but that is highly unlikely.
No, it's the tree for sure. I don't trust it. I don't want to touch it.
So, Davi, as you land here, it's a weird feeling to stand on. It's hard, like stone, but the way it all is shaped doesn't quite have the evenness or smoothness of stone. It's a bizarre feeling to stand on, even for a guy raised on a mountain.
Davi wishes he could wear shoes.
Is anyone else gonna need any help getting over the wall?
Would you be bothered lifting me over?
Sure.
I don't want to touch it.
Well, you're still going to touch the crystals on the other side. But I can certainly help you.
It's okay. Davi will catch you, clam.
I don't need to be caught. It's just uncomfortable.
Should I lift you up? You want me to just give you a hand? I can...
If I'm gonna have to touch it anyway, she'll go ahead and try and climb over. She'll probably take like a hand to boost herself up.
Okay. As your hand gets close, you feel the same static shock. Though you feel the shock run up your arm a little bit. It goes away before it would like reach your chest, but it actually travels up part of your arm.
Oh, that is an unpleasant sensation. You did not tell me it was like hitting your funny bone or something.
Little shock.
It was just a small shock.
It went all the way up to my shoulder.
You're just a special case. I felt it
Well,
only in my
maybe
hands.
you need to get struck by lightning twice and you'll build up resistance.
Edma, have you been struck by lightning twice?
I don't believe so.
Well, what could happen when Edma was sleeping?
I'm pretty sure Edma would have woken up if she was struck by lightning, Dobby. Regardless, it was uncomfortable, as I expected. And I'll finish climbing over.
As you are, the wolf that was sitting next to you because Davi had to get lifted up is going to limp over towards the wall and start whimpering at you. And, like, nip at the back of your skirt, I suppose it would be called still.
Yeah, it's like a pseudo skirt. Edma, would you mind passing me the wolf? I don't want to leave it behind.
It's okay.
Yes.
We
I
can't-
love passing the booth.
We can't. We
Pick up the wolf.
can't leave Mr. Wolf behind.
We're not going to, Dobby.
I will put him over the wall. Let me know
Okay.
when you're ready.
So, as you do, you pick up the wolf. It seems a little uneasy, but it doesn't do anything. It lets you pick it up. As you start moving towards the crystal, it starts thrashing wildly in your arms, whimpering and growling.
Can I try and soothe the wolf?
I don't think it's saying take me with you. I think it's saying don't go that way.
Oh.
Casual reminder: you did find this wolf next to a bowling ball sized piece of crystal where it was injured. I don't remember if I said that part in the recap.
No. See, I could cast Speak with Animals again, but that would leave me with one more spell slot.
I'm going to pet the dog, I'm going to put it down, and I'm going to leave it be.
It's alright, little one. We'll be back.
It's
Likely.
going to back away from the wall and whimper, and you will again, off in the distance, hear mildly distorted howling.
Is it from within the wall or on the out, like
On the other side.
On the other side.
I don't want to leave it here.
Does someone want to stay with them?
I don't think we should split up right now. We can either take him with us against what I believe is its will, or we can leave it here and try and take care of this business.
One or the other, like, we should just take him with us.
Oh, fine. This will probably screw us over, but I'll cast Speak with Animals again.
Okay. Would you like to say?
What do you want?
I don't know. I can't go home, but I don't want to go near that stuff. The last time I did this happened to my leg.
Did it attack you?
It was like a bolt, and it struck my leg, and then I started bleeding.
Ask if it ate any of it.
You didn't eat any of it, did you?
No, it's not food. It's hard.
You should be fine. You didn't consume any of it. If you come with us, you'll be safe from, I'm assuming, your kin that has turned into crystal.
They came back from the hunt all scary. They don't look the same anymore.
They were probably crystal. Listen, either you come with us and you're safe, or you stay here and we can't guarantee your safety.
Persuasion?
Baby, could you roll me... I'll give you a choice of persuasion or animal handling.
My persuasion is surprisingly better. Fuck did my thing go? Gonna be sweet as honey today. Okay. Modified 19.
Okay. The wolf will look back and then look back to you. And I'm not gonna end up like the others.
If you do, I think we'll solve the problem. We're heading to the source of it all. Planning to fix it, if anything.
Will it fix
I
my
think you'll be
family?
safer with us. Yeah, should return them to normal too.
Okay. I still can't walk very well.
We'll carry you, like before. We may have to put you down if we end up fighting, but in that case I will keep you far away from... well, the fighting.
Okay. I want to stay with you and the Birdman.
Man.
I guarantee you the rest of my friends have your best interest at heart too.
Yeah, but you guys fixed my leg. Or at least a little.
As best as I could do right now. I'll keep you nearby. And I'll, like, hold my hands out for Edma to pass the wolf again.
Pick up the wolf and hand it over.
Okay. Yeah, does not struggle at all. Does what it can to make the pass off a little bit easier, which isn't much.
I mean, it's
but-
gonna be awkward regardless.
Yeah. But you do get the wolf
My
onto
goodness.
the other side, and it takes a seat between you and Davi.
Oh, hello, Mr. Wolf. Seems good that you are coming with us. That way Davi can keep you safe. Well, also Davi's friends will help. You guys will help keep Mr. Wolf safe, right?
Of course.
See? I'm going to help you, and then he'll pat the wolf lightly.
The wolf.
I'm going to start climbing the wall, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, not hard. You know, it's a little on the tall side, even by your standards, but nothing a little.
I can see over it. I should be able to climb it.
Oh,
hey,
yeah, no, it's not. It's not a problem to climb over. Clem got over it, no problem.
hey, Clem, can
You'll
you
have no
ask?
problem.
Can you ask Mr. Wolf if he has a name, or if he is even a he?
You're
You're muted.
We can't
You
hear
pick your
you.
thing up.
Our motorcycles. Davi wants to know what gender you are and if you have a name.
I am a boy, and I. I'm trying to think of how I say my name to you that you could tell him, because I could say it to you and you would understand, but I don't know if he'd understand.
Well, tell it to me and I'll try and work out the middleman.
Okay. And it's gonna think for a second,
No.
and it's going to. How do I want to flavor this?
My name is Rabbit Muncher.
It's kind of cute, actually.
So it's going to give you a name. It's going to be not necessarily Sylvan, but that would be the closest language you would know, or that most
Okay.
non-animal people would know. And then it roughly translates to lucky.
Break my heart, why don't you? He's a boy, Davi.
Oh,
His name is
okay.
Lucky.
Oh, so he is Mr. Lucky. That is good. Maybe we should take Mr. Lucky gambling sometime. See if he can win anything.
I don't think
Wait. Bobby, where did you
a
learn
wolf
how to
should be allowed to gamble.
Yeah, gambling.
Did Yargoth tell you about that?
Dobby did not learn how to gamble. He's just a word that the wolf.
Dobby,
will
stop
teach.
lying.
Okay, Yargoth liked to have his friends over and they would giant gamble for a deer and stuff.
Giant gamble. What is the
Giant.
difference between giant gambling?
It's
Well, giants are
gambling
very-
for giant.
Very big, so they would gamble big things like whole deers and cows and large boulders. Yargoth was very upset when he lost his favorite sitting boulder to Yardu.
I was going to ask what were Yargoth's friends like?
Well, there was Yardu. He was a hill giant. He was not very bright, but he was kind of lucky, you know. He'd kind of always bet all of his deer, but sometimes it would work out for him.
What a strange dynamic.
I mean, he wasn't really a giant. He was more like an old man that would travel and live out in the woods. He'd come sometimes and gamble. I think he may have been the farmer. You know, he would gamble his cows with Yargoth and Yardu. But, you know, we not remember everyone that come to gamble with Yargoth.
What games do you play?
Right. Giant cat. Well, we already tried playing giant tag and Edmo ruined that.
What do you mean I ruined it? I caught you. I won.
Oh yes, you caught me, but you did not do the yell. You did not yell like a giant. You pounced on me like some type of cat.
Gee, I wonder why.
I don't know. Why would you pounce on me like a cat when you are obviously an ox?
I believe we've been over this, Davi. Remember that book I lent you?
Right, Edma is a cat. Davi apologizes. He only sees you as a cat. He's gonna lean over.
Just glaring at you.
He's gonna lean over to the wolf and say, Davi just does this so that they feel better about themselves. Davi knows. Davi knows.
No, he doesn't. He knows that the wolf.
Alright, well, I believe we've lingered here long
We've got
enough.
business to attend to.
Right, Davi has to cut a tree down.
I haven't gone over the wall yet.
Neither you nor Cedric.
Yes.
I'll go over the wall. I'm kind of curious at how this wolf feels.
All right. As you put your hand on, you have a similar experience to what Clem described. The static shock goes into your hand, but then it feels like some electricity briefly just runs up to your shoulder.
Out of curiosity, I'm going to send it back. I'm going to shocking grasp the wall.
Shocking grasp the wall, you say? Could you roll me a d20?
Oh god. Oh Jesus Christ.
Bum, bum, ba-da-da-da-da,
She's the
da-da-da-da.
baddest witch around. Little did we know that meant competence.
Oh, we misunderstood
Sorry,
the
what?
title. No, you're good. Not like we
Nobody,
can get demonetized any harder. I'm using fucking Nintendo.
nobody is actually instantly killing herself, leaving behind nothing but boots and steam. You know I'm bad, you know it.
Really, really bad.
19.
19, okay. You shocking grasp the wall, and the crystal you touch glows fairly brightly before the glow dims as it gets dispersed throughout the other crystals in the wall.
What did you do? Seshi, what did you do?
Made a light show, it looks like.
Oh, shocking me, so I got curious and I shocked it back.
Why would
It's
you?
really, pretty.
Yes, while we're all over standing here on the crystals, touching that crystal. Because electricity doesn't go through touch, does it?
Well, if the
me.
if the crystals exploded, then it would have made a fun story.
Not if we are on them.
Crystalline.
Ba-ba-da. Good times never seem to.
Oh, Jesus.
Good times never feel so. Narrator voice. And that's when she accidentally banished herself.
Let's see if I can snipe you guys.
Alright. Cedric, that leaves you. Sorry, Zeshi, are you just gonna point over then?
Yeah, I was bolt over.
Okay. Ced, that leaves you.
I'm gonna.
Cedric, do you think you could clear the wall in one big leap?
Maybe in a. Give me a moment. I'm gonna just sort of regard the wall and be like, this should be interesting. I'll reach out and touch it.
Use your glaive and do a pole vault. Do something cool, Cedric.
So I touch the wall.
Yeah, sorry, I was
Yeah.
briefly laughing at the image of trying to pole vault with a goddamn glaive.
Yeah.
Seems like a good way to skewer yourself. So you reach out, and as your hand gets close, much like the others, it is like a static shock. A sensation you have no memory of currently.
Sure.
The concept doesn't feel unfamiliar to you, but the actual feeling is quite dull. It doesn't really register as a shock to you. It's more like a very quick flick onto your palm.
Sort of feels like muted, like it's
Quite muted, yeah.
muted. Okay. So I'll be like, that's not. No, the static thing isn't bad at all. I don't know what you all are talking about, and I'll clamber over.
Okay.
I think you're.
As I described to Davi, the rest of you feel it's odd trying to now walking across uneven crystal. It's not jagged. I'd say probably in. When does Cedric wear metal boots as part of his armor?
Boots. He wears chainmail.
Okay, so probably not. It's probably just leg guards then. If anything. Okay, I just wanted to check. Then probably the only ones other than, or the ones who feel the effects the most for this oddity. It's a little odd for everyone because it's got, like I told Davi, it's got the firmness of walking on stone, but it's a little bit smoother.
I'm pretty sure
It doesn't quite have the grit to it.
The people that are gonna feel it the most would be me and Clem because we don't wear shoes.
Yeah, well, also Clem has hooves.
And you have bird.
Me, Davi and Clem, no shoe gang.
No shoe gang.
No shoe gang.
No shoe gang.
So much like Davi, Clem, this is
Oh god, that's gonna be our thing
not
now.
uncomfortable in a way that really bugs you, but it feels weird under your hooves.
I still don't like this.
Well, Davi does not like it that much either, but he's okay with it as long as you guys are here. It makes it a little bit better.
Our goal isn't to like it. Our goal is to get rid of it. Not liking it will probably help us.
Well, I'm uncomfortable with what it may be doing to me while we're traipsing around.
Maybe we shouldn't waste time standing around. And I will...
No, I'm going.
Forward.
Davi will fireman's carry the wolf again and go, okay, let's go, Mr. Locky.
Yeah, Lucky will put up no resistance to being carried. In fact, when you go over to carry him, he's attempting to stand, but his legs are shaking and his paws are sliding out from him, under him just a little bit.
Yeah, Dave, it's okay. Davi will carry you. You don't have to worry about walking. Davi will do all the walking. I'm not carrying you, Cedric. Mr. Lucky gets special treatment.
Cedric will just sort of like. And just keep moving.
I'll pat him on the shoulder. It's okay, Cedric. You'll get over it.
Never mind.
Cedric will remember that.
Moving forward, you will all hear again almost on the wind itself. The same voice from before simply say, "You are not welcome here." I would actually.
Yeah, well, you're not welcome here.
I like that. Obviously, I'd actually do it, but it's not going to pick up on the mic, and if it did, I'd have to lean in close. That's awkward.
What isn't going to pick up on the mic? What?
If I tried to actually make it a breathy whisper.
Oh God, I would drive to New Jersey and deck you.
Don't tempt me, because the idea of you driving to Jersey, even if it means to inflict pain on me, they know that I get to see you for a few seconds while I'm still conscious. So
No ASMR.
I'm not, like I said, I'm not doing it. Not only would the mic not pick it up, sound great. In person, I'd do it because, I project. This is not important. I don't know why I'm fixating on this.
That's okay.
So,
Clem says, well, you're not welcome
like
here.
Chris Pratt.
my bad.
Oh my
and you
god,
will
you
hear
mean the voice of Mario?
I'm talking about Jack
Stop.
Black, the voice of
I love it.
Bowser.
I
So
do
much.
not need to be reminded for the umpteenth time.
Look,
The guy
it's
who voices
amazing.
Mario
Charlie
isn't
is
playing
gonna be
Mario. It's
Luigi.
actually fucking Chris Pratt.
And Martinet will still be in the movie, so that was definitely Illumination's call.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's going to be Luigi. It's fucking insane.
I don't.
Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong.
Okay, come on, that's perfect. That's
It's being animated by Illumination, which you know what that fucking means, right? Minions in Mario
I
suits.
know.
Nintendo cannot do shit right for their lives right now. Who cares?
They can make
And it's
games.
gonna be canon.
They
Barely.
oh no, they can make really good games. They're like making.
Oh, actually, to be fair, I could see, given how babyish Nintendo can be with its IP, I could see Nintendo forcing Illumination in line on.
Maybe. Anyway, sorry to derail.
If there was ever a nanny, it's fine. Look, I've been memeing on it all week, but I'm see it because it kind of sounds great. And look, Sonic
I
fans
have
got
hype
their
for
memes,
it.
I got mine.
It's Chris Pratt, Jack Black, and fucking Charlie, and Seth Rogen.
I mean,
Everyone else is casted fine. It's just Mario that's a problem.
Hey. Look, say
Yes,
what you
we're
will
having
about
this
the,
Understand the
conversation.
choice.
say what you will about the Sonic the Hedgehog
You know
movie
exactly
and all
what's
the
happening
terrible
right now.
plot that was involved in, but they were spot on with casting Eggman.
Jim Carrey as Eggman was the best part of that movie.
I still
Everyone
want
was
to do that.
confused until they thought about it.
Regardless, we can
Yes.
discuss the merits of the castings
Yes.
later and the hilarity therein.
That was our dating for this, in case the actual physical date on the video
Oh.
doesn't work. If
Or
someone's
I
just
thought-
listening, they're like, oh, I remember when this was.
Because we
Before
just
I-
Mario
before I
movie
forget-
cast.
Ethan, just so you know, they did another Sonic Twitter takeover.
I did see it, and I was going to tell you about it, but I forgot. Also, that reminds me, before I forget, despite the fact that she probably already knows, Phoebe, there was a posting, apparently, how do you pronounce it? Eva? Joel G's one character with the two
Oh,
sides of
Ana!
the-
Yes, they're making Dream Barbecue into a game. I fucking
Yes.
love it. I'm very excited. I'm hyped as fuck.
I saw that at work yesterday, and I was like, I should tell Phoebe, and I was like, I shouldn't bother her at work, also I'm at work, and then I got home and completely forgot about it.
No,
It's
it's okay.
okay.
I saw it.
When Atomic Hearts finally gets released, none of you will see me for 2 weeks.
When what?
Atomic Heart finally gets released.
It's an indie game.
Fair enough.
Atomic Heart. It's like a Fallout mixed with Stalker thing. The trailers look neat.
Oh, Atomic Heart. Yes, you won't see me for weeks either.
you're also in that.
We can disappear together, Phoebe. We'll just play weird Slavic games.
Yes, please.
Weird Slavic games.
Yeah.
I've been watching
Now I just want to
the
play fucking. Oh man, why am I forgetting its name all of a sudden? Pathologic.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one too.
We're also playing D&D, so about that.
Yeah, about that.
About that. I was about to say,
Cedric
I'll have
will now
to
be
put something
played by
to
Chris
disappear
Pratt.
on for weeks as well, I guess.
Cedric,
Right
we're gonna
now,
call,
we're
we're
disappear
gonna
for
call up
playing.
fucking Chris Pratt, and he's just gonna replace you, Quinlan.
I mean, he's kind of in everything, so.
Fucking
Oh god, that's how we tempt him. We'd be like, hey Chris Pratt, we got something you're not in. You fucking what?
There may or may not be a dance-off.
Next thing you know, Ethan's gonna get replaced by Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Dwayne the
I don't want
Johnson.
Chris Pratt anywhere near my precious D&D game. Isn't he a dirty trumper?
I'm pretty sure all he did was like not retract his support for a church that has made homophobic statements, which is
I
not
don't like
great.
that.
Which is not great, but like, you know, perspective.
I mean, it's not good, but it's not inherently like the worst thing.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Anyway.
D&D, sans celebrities, unless one of us becomes famous within the next couple of years.
No.
I mean, look, Tyler might make
At
headlines
least
for
on my
tripping
part.
in the
I don't know
middle
about
of
it. You guys
manga
might
shop.
be.
He'll be the manga masturbator.
Yeah, we'll see
Oh,
him.
no.
Anyway,
D&D.
traditionally famous none of us. So,
Oh, alright, last pun. Tyler's gonna make his own cum rack. The book.
No!
It's not even a pun.
Not a pun.
yeah, it's not even a pun.
That was a pun the thought about. It wasn't a pun.
It was a reference.
Cedric sneezes.
No, D&D.
Cedric Sneaker.
I know we all came here to play it, but I'm considering we just stop.
Over my dead fucking body. We had to cancel
Here we
last
go.
week.
We're moving. We're going.
Take the reins.
Okay. Fucking train of thought. So, not welcome here, you're not welcome here. You hear in reply to you're not welcome here, this is my home now. You're intruding.
It was my home first, you dumb wind. Get out of here.
Yeah, you fucking wind. You take that.
Yeah, fucking. A local satyr yells at wind.
It's not even inaccurate.
It's not.
No, and I could honestly see that as like a headline that could have happened like just one night when Clem and Maurice had too much to. Clem just thinks she hears something and starts yelling at the wind.
This is my home. And I'm coming to kick you out. Fucker.
My roots run deep. Yours don't exist.
We're fighting a tree here?
I have roots. Years deeper than yours. And I'm just gonna keep walking.
Yeah, you don't hear a response after that one. Though only about a minute, and the path has started to wind at this, at least the clearing part, where the trees aren't so dense, has started to wind. You all hear pretty loudly what almost sounds like rocks being, like, slammed together, fairly rhythmically, like 1, 2, 3, 4, over and over for a couple of seconds, and then it stops.
Uh-huh.
And then you hear what
So
sounds
wait.
like glass being crushed.
What? Sounds foreboding.
Maybe somebody is just doing arts and crafts, but probably
Crystal
not.
golem? Perchance?
Oh god, Dark Souls.
Dark Souls.
Oh, dude, if I'm gonna rip off Dark Souls, I'm just gonna get under RJ's skin and rip off 2.
Oh yeah, Dark
The
Souls
worst
2.
one.
If you're gonna rip off Dark Souls 2 and you really want to make me mad, make our weapons degrade in like 5 hits.
Make your weapons degrade, and then I'll rip a page from Dark Souls 3 and get Arrow Cloud Bitch.
Oh
as a
yeah,
boss.
all bitch
All
faithful.
bitch.
That boss.
So everyone's just still continuing on, so we're clear.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Onward we march.
Lucky's gonna turn his. How long does Speak with Animals last? 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
Yeah, okay. Lucky's gonna turn his head. What's that noise?
No idea. We're likely about to find out.
Oh.
Oh,
That doesn't
Have you
sound
heard
like
it before?
anything I heard. No, that doesn't sound like anything I heard out there.
I thought I was going to say, oh, I was afraid you were going to say that.
Doesn't sound like anything I've heard before either, little one.
And moving down the path, music stopped. I forgot to even attempt to loop it. That's alright. That's okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Alright, it's okay.
Right, it's okay. It's alright, it's okay. You all see, like a bump in the road, not growing from the ground. It's separate, and it's lying there. It's more crystal. It's not an apple. Bigger than one. And upon closer inspection, provided everyone's comfortable getting closer to it,
What's that sound?
something...
Quinn, you've got background noise going nuts.
I do?
Yeah, your background static is like screaming.
Yeah, there's some kind of white noise going on.
It just stopped.
Probably because he spoke.
Yeah, I have no idea what that could be.
Sorry, continue.
Yeah, it could just be... As he spoke, the camera, his mic picked it up and just kept hearing it. And then when he
Or because he
respoke
wasn't
it,
speaking for a while.
right, and then it auto readjusted its gain levels to not pick it up anymore. Maybe
Yeah.
that's a guess. Sorry. So yeah, crystal thing sitting in the middle of the path. There's the white noise again.
Quinn, you may want to mute until you're speaking, so that
Yeah.
white noise doesn't.
Oh, yeah, I am
Yeah,
pretty
push to
sure.
talk maybe. Does anyone want to approach it? Do you just want to pass it?
I'm gonna investigate it without touching it.
Okay. Is anyone going with her?
I will.
I'll stand about 5 feet back.
Okay.
I'll go with Davi.
Stay with Davi.
What is it?
Why am I
look like
pointing at
again?
cameras? It's different orientations for everyone. Quinn, you can just yes or no or talk if you want. Are you going with her? No? Alright, he'll stay. Cedric staying back with Davi. So, Edma and Clem, this is actually a perfect pairing because you two get closer and both recognize the form after a second. That's a rabbit. It's missing its head.
Is it bleeding?
No, it's crystal all the way through.
Crystal all the way through. And it
Yeah, it's a
didn't
crystal
explode.
rabbit, no veins on the inside.
I'm going. Get up.
Okay. It's like picking up a piece of a chandelier, like it moves around as you hold it. Like not moves on its own, but like anytime your wrist moves, it just swings a little.
Okay. It's just a dead rabbit.
Throw it.
I will throw it as hard as I can on the ground.
No, away!
It just slams into the ground, bounces up a little, it lands. Still intact.
Hoping for an explosion or something.
Hoping that you threw it further away. Seems
It's not
both
going
you
to
and
hurt us.
Davi
It's
need.
dead, Clem.
Did you not remember the researcher telling us that they were basically bombs?
Well, I threw it at the ground right at my feet and it didn't blow us up, so I think we're safe.
Or we got lucky?
God damn it, Quinn, you beat me to it. I was gonna do that after the session. I might still, just for the sake of it.
Speed.
That is, hey man, I appreciate this.
I guess we should keep moving forward.
Thatched roof cottages! Thatched roof cottages!
No, don't get me started on the Trogdor song, please.
That's
I
all that's been going
mean-
through my head. These
Yeah,
last-
but clearly you've never heard
Hour.
of zombies because those are dead, but they can still hurt you.
Davi, it doesn't have a head.
How does Davi know what a zombie is?
Zombies cannot have heads. or
Question is, why
arms.
doesn't it have a head? Maybe it was paired with that sound we heard earlier.
Perhaps,
Flem is on the right track.
perhaps maybe somebody took its head off. Or something took its head off.
The question is more why, not if.
Well, yeah. Davi does not have explanation for this.
I I guess we're all gonna keep moving forward.
Once you hear that cracking sound again, the 4-point clacking sound, you hear some of that off in the distance again.
How much you want to bet we're going to find another headless creature?
What?
Well, we heard the noise again.
Maybe it'll be a more interesting one this time.
Bear, wolf, squirrel, raccoon, could be anything.
If we find another one, I'm going to be more curious of why it happens.
I wonder what happens when a person becomes crystallized.
Moving on. Going down the path some more, you find a couple more rabbits scattered about the path. They're not all missing their head. Some are missing like the back half of their body. Another looks like if you just took the rabbit, right, turned it on its side, and something bit from the stomach, like a chunk out that way.
So either the...
Try and find like the least damaged one I can find and just pick it up. I'm just gonna take it with me for now.
They're not even being eaten anymore, they're just being torn apart.
Should we not take any of this with us because it is dangerous?
I don't even know if it's
you wouldn't
dangerous.
want to have a second coming of this.
Don't. I'm just curious and I want to have it for later.
Well,
I'm not going to eat it.
well, promise that you won't take it with you. You have to leave it behind. It's not
It
safe.
won't leave the forest.
Okay. But Davi's watching you. He'll know if you do bad because it'll make
I'm not going to do bad.
it'll make Davi feel bad, and then you'll feel bad.
Let Edma try her experiments, Davi, it's alright. We're far enough
Okay.
in.
Gonna hang on.
You're saying something?
What?
I thought I heard Tyler saying something, and then I thought he got cut off. Okay. And further down the trail, somebody was right on the money with their first guess. There is a bear lying in the path with multiple chunks missing from its neck, from the side of its like shoulder and stomach that's facing upwards.
Does it look like horn? Does it look like fractured, like crystals? Like, how exactly is it ripped apart? Like, is it ripped apart like a crystal broken into pieces, or like an animal that's been torn apart?
So at first glance, it does have the hard breaks of crystal being broken. Could you roll me a nature check?
I can certainly try. No promises, though.
Hey, that's all I can ask for.
Oh!
Yee.
What? 2?
I got a 2.
So these are...
Dice hate you.
You're a little unsure whether this was an attack for the sake of food or an attack for the sake of an attack.
I did this. Definitely.
Can I do a little investigation?
The missing pieces?
Yes.
Sure, you may also roll a nature check.
$23.
All right. It takes you a bit, but You've lived out in the woods long enough. These are bite marks, but you have no idea what. They're too big for anything that should be living out in the woods.
Place your bets now, folks. I think it's a crystal golem of some kind.
I think it's a person.
Well, used to
Bobby
be a
thinks
person.
that it is a big craftsman out in the woods, but that is probably unlikely.
A big what?
A craftsman, you know, the people that make the arts and the crafts.
Oh,
You know,
why a craftsman?
like the rich people that are in the trees. Perhaps
There
a
are no
craft-
rich people in the trees, Davi.
That's what they want you to think, Clem. They're always hiding from you.
Oh my god, we have a conspiracy theorist.
I don't believe you.
Fueled that one.
You don't have to believe.
Actually, has put fuel on that particular fire.
You don't have to believe in the rich people in the trees, because whether you believe or not, they'll always be there, always watching.
What are they going to
have
do?
my platinum trees.
Just like Santa Claus.
So many.
Who's Santa Claus? Does he live in the tree?
No, Davi.
Be on the lookout for these Santa Claus.
Stop yelling about Santa Claus and rich people being in trees. I'm trying to figure this out. It has to be. It has to be the scientist that came out here. He must have gotten affected by the crystal somehow. And now I'm even more concerned about even standing on this stuff.
I think we'll be fine as long as we don't consume it.
I don't know. There's no guarantee.
Well, nothing in life is ever guaranteed.
I'll agree with that.
Hear the cracking stop, and you hear the glass shattering noise, crushing noises again, not shattering.
Let's be quick about this one, and I'm going to run off towards it.
Okay.
Thanks for your loud car noises, friends.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
Okay, so with haste, you all rush down the winding pathway, finding a few other corpses, mostly rabbits, bears, the occasional wolf. There's a couple that you're moving too fast, you don't really know. Probably it's just not important to figure out right now. And you come to a circular clearing. Near the other side, not quite in the center, but near the other side is a large pile of crystal fruits and a giant crystal boar with its face in them. And when I say giant, I mean this thing is maybe twice the size of one of the bears. Far bigger than any boar any of you have seen in the wild.
David does not know if he can wrestle that. It is a little big.
Edma is going to draw her sword.
Boars are not like bears, Davi. Boars take a much different approach to fighting.
Oh. I'll find a nice little, I guess, base of a tree. I'll put Lucky down. It's okay, Mr. Lucky. You stay right here. And Davi will be back. Well, you'll be able to see. We will keep you safe.
You hear Lucky saying, "Oh God, what is that thing? Oh God, I've never seen that around."
I can still hear him.
You're at the tail end of the 10 minutes, so yeah, I'll say yes.
Oh, okay.
Like, you're probably about to lose time, but, also, important note, this boar is, as I said, fully crystallized. It is glowing
I
brightly.
Alright, no magic, folks.
Stab it, drain it, then kill it.
As you all are talking, it looks up, mouth just full of crystal shards, presumably from the apples. And probably a couple from the, well, unfortunate prey you saw on the way here.
I'm being visited by a pixie. Hold on. Hi.
What is it again? Let me look this up. Okay, it is just that.
Here she is. There's the baby. There's the little girl.
Baby.
Okay.
There's your kitten for tonight.
You.
It appears you are smitten with that kitten.
Yes, I am. Good girl, Lola. Go get Papa. Go get him.
Oh.
There's some people having a very loud conversation.
Oh, okay.
Beneath our
Wow, that
apartment,
track
and,
is. Why is that significantly quieter? Like, I thought it wasn't playing it for.
Oh, you have to turn
It's
that up.
amazing. I accidentally clicked the button and it started rolling a digital dice, but like the dice is rolling at like 2 frames a second.
Hell yeah!
So it's just sitting there going across my screen really slowly.
You're also
And as-
moving 2 frames a second.
As I'm sure you can all guess, that's initiative.
That is initiative.
That is, in fact, initiative.
That'll be 16.
Did you find a spot?
for me.
What do you got? What
That
are you smacking?
plus.
Come here. Come here. Oh.
Okay.
I'm gonna unmute for a bit and see if it comes back. The static.
Yeah, that's fair. You're good for right now.
Oh yeah.
I have no idea what caused that. All right, we're gonna go down the line here.
Kitten snatch. Hold her against her will. That's the only way you will gain her love.
Matt,
Sorry?
are you still waiting on the dice to finish, or do you have your initiative?
No, I rolled a physical dice. I said 15.
Oh, 15. Sorry, didn't hear you.
You're good. I clicked the one I clicked anyway was for an attack roll, so
Oh, gotcha.
I was
Tyler?
just clicking on shit.
8.
8. Okay. Quinlan?
16.
16. Phoebe?
19.
19. And RJ?
17?
17?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get that all written out here. And that puts you here, you here, you here, and you here. Okay. Clem, you're up first.
Jeez, alright.
For reference, it is about 60 feet away from you guys on the other side of this clearing.
Uh-huh.
So you know.
Alright, well, seeing as I'm a fucking noodle, I'm not getting anywhere near that motherfucker. Yet. I'm going to stand in front of Lucky and hold my action to hit it with my scimitar if it comes by me.
Okay, if it comes within melee,
Yeah.
you got it. All right. And then a little. There we go. That mark helps. Then it moves to Davi.
Will. Oh, okay, that's easy enough. I will move up 30 feet.
Okay.
I will. Just because this boy looks. I'm gonna rage because this boy looks big. He looked big, so I rage. And then
That's true.
I will toss a javelin at this guy.
All right, give me an attack roll.
No, I actually just thought of something.
Hmm.
I wonder how big an explosion would be if it did blow up. I mean, if we're nowhere near it, we're like 60 feet away. Like, would we theoretically blow it up and be safe?
It's a whole bore, and
Yeah,
it's blowing
20
wildly. I don't want to take those chances.
24.
Also depends on how you assume the crystal around it will react.
Yeah, 24.
Yeah,
to
we
hit.
might be walking on a bomb.
That hits.
Okay. 5 damage. Actually, no, it's gonna be more than that because I need to add in the rage. Don't.
Rage should only be a +2.
Yeah, so it's gonna be 7 damage.
7 damage. All right, this javelin flies over and sticks in one of the boar's legs. I don't really have a. I don't think boars technically roar, but I'm not sure what else to call it.
It's more of like a squeal.
Wheels at you.
Yeah, they like.
It's
so
a very deep squeal because of this thing's size.
There's pig squealing. When boars squeal, it's more like deep pitched and aggressive.
Yeah.
Real kind of
On the
Kind
like,
of.
slight off topic, but you know that Australia actually has a severe wild boar problem
Yes, I actually did know that.
to the point where it's like they're like I think over 200 people get attacked by boars in Australian cities a year.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they don't have good luck with wildlife.
In the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the city. Yep.
Let's just hope this isn't the Great Emu War all over again.
Oh god.
It will be.
Great Emu War?
Yeah.
Look it up in your spare time. The long and short of it is there was a whole bunch of emus that had moved closer to settlements. Guns,
they
and
tried to get rid of it. It didn't work out.
They failed miserably on camera. And so basically everyone was like, yep, the army is fighting emus and losing. They're missing. They're missing so much.
God.
Look it up in your spare time. It's quite hilarious.
I think I am gonna look that up.
Kind of like the Great Molasses Flood. It's one of those things you hear about and you're like, really? And then you look it up and you're like, oh my god, this happened.
That was upsetting. Molasses flood.
Yeah.
Molasses flood?
Okay.
Look that up later.
So, curiosity, Phoebe, just one thinking of it. Do you happen to watch Puppet History?
What history?
Puppet History?
Puppet history?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, because that's how I knew about those two things.
I knew about it from a different guy.
Okay, fair enough. I was curious. All right, so let's see down the line here. Davi's pierced it with a javelin. That leads us to Cedric.
Alrighty, I am going...
Who is frozen. Oh, we can hear him.
Oh. Almighty one encased in ice, tell us what you desire.
Is my image still frozen? I can see it moving.
You've moved.
Your image is mostly frozen. Your voice is
Mr. Roboto Domo.
almost impossible to hear.
Video fixed itself.
Okay. Yeah, I
Not
don't...
really.
No, it froze
Now
again.
it's frozen again.
It was good for a second there.
I don't know what to tell you. My computer is being weird.
Oh.
I'm going to charge this thing with my pike.
You've been robotified. Quinn.
Yeah, come again. You're getting very choppy.
Wait, is it my internet, maybe?
What?
One moment.
I have no idea.
We've completely lost him.
I can register that he is talking, and that's it. It's not actually sending me the words he's speaking.
Quinn, if you can hear us, type.
Nod yes.
Nodding won't help. His video is still choppy.
1 moan for yes, 2 moans for yes.
No. No moaning.
Oh my god.
Look, if I wasn't being recorded, I
Oh! He came back!
He's alive!
He's back!
only one!
It's my internet. I'm switching networks. This might get weird.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Any second now. Oh, that's so much better.
That's a no.
Oh,
The old
there we go.
leave and rejoin.
Oh my now. Oh.
fine.
We can hear you good.
Let's see.
And you're moving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did an internet speed test. My internet had dropped to 2 megabytes a second.
What?
Damn.
The fuck?
It's because I'm not on Ethernet anymore, and I guess my dad's internet decided to take a shit.
Damn, son, you on that DSL shit.
Okay, it's usually over 200, which is faster than what I had in Arizona.
That's
weird.
That's also just insane. You were almost like RJ's Chromebook levels of slowdown.
Yeah, no, that's bullshit.
Don't blame the Chromebook. It's how they designed it.
I think it's fair to blame the Chromebook at that point.
Yeah, you should blame the Chromebook.
I wonder if that's... No, that's not what's going on with OBS. That's something else. Great, multiple technology. This is great. I love it when technology doesn't work.
Is the recording dying too?
Quinlan, why are you funneling your internet through Bitcoin? Come on,
Can't
man.
wait to play in person. And this is going to relieve us of so many issues.
Like, technology not working, it just pisses me off, and the humor, honestly, it doesn't help. Sorry. It's just super frustrating.
Yo,
okay.
that's a
No, I can imagine.
that's a
well within
fucking
your right.
roof.
Yeah. Alright. That's a... Alright. That's a 14 to hit.
What are you doing?
I was attacking with my pike. Because it's my turn.
Right. It is 60 feet away on the other side of the grove. How are you getting?
Oh, sorry.
That's what my confusion was. I was like, does he have a throwing weapon? He might.
Okay, I mean...
Throws his pike.
A little... Let's see, I'll move up. Let's see, I have a pike. I mean, I have a crossbow, but I have to get it out. Nope, I'll just move up once.
Okay. 35 feet then?
30.
30? Okay.
Yeah.
It's halfway there.
Yep.
Is it halfway there? Is it halfway? Okay, SpongeBob jokes.
Would
you like to do anything else?
I'd say I'm already halfway there.
I'm actually a little beat up, so I'll take a second wind from a previous encounter, I guess.
I think one of the bears kind of got the better of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bears took a bite out of your leg, I
Yep.
think.
So I'm gonna.
It was something like that.
Gonna get some HP back. There we go.
Seems like a good plan.
All right.
Okay. That's Cedric. So, excuse me. That takes us to the boar. Oh, it's time for Big Pig.
Hey, Ethan.
Yeah.
It's so boring around here.
I've never heard that one before.
Oh, good. Now this internet's down to like 10 megabytes a second. Fucking.
I mean, we can at least still hear you pretty well.
Yeah.
Let's see here. RJ, is your movement speed also 30 feet?
It should be.
Okay. I was wondering if it's 30 or 35.
No, I'm at 30 right now. I haven't got that level up yet.
Okay.
Laps in 35.
I'm gonna try switching
You got
back.
35 feet?
Be right back.
I am 98% sure.
Oh, there we go. Okay, now it's back to normal.
Okay.
Winnie boy.
So, let me roll a die here.
Did someone say die?
Gladly.
I'll get the knife.
That's not what I meant, and you all knew it.
Me too.
No,
Getting up to kill myself is too much effort.
it's just too much work. I'm too depressed to get out of bed. I'll just lay here and starve to death.
Okay, so,
Take like 30
Cedric.
It,
The boar slams its hoof into the ground a few times, charges you, full speed.
Okay.
okay.
I don't need to ask, because it didn't hit. Your AC is not 12, as it turns out. So, that's probably good for you to not get hit by a charge attack. However, let me go to my secret notes. My
Secret notes.
Oh,
Secret
DM
notes.
Do you keep the secret notes
so it
inside
will-
of your...
It'll charge. It'll take a big swing at you with tusk. Given the amount of time it has to, build up its speed to get to you, you have plenty of time to step away. However, when it swings its head for the tusks, Tyler, were you the one standing in the back?
Me?
Yeah.
I haven't moved, so probably, yeah.
I meant in general marching. Like the path was big enough for most of you, but I figured Zeshi was probably standing a little back.
I guess so, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. And Clem moved over to the tree. Okay, so, some magic energy
Once.
ejects from this
Hold me.
boar
The
as it
world.
takes the swing with its tusks.
It's gonna.
And though that
Hold me.
misses,
But
the magic
Uh,
jumps to you, Cedric, and in the blink of an eye, you find yourself way back. Wait, where were you? You're standing now at the entrance, near the entrance to this opening, and Zeshi is now standing where you were standing.
teleported?
Teleported.
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 Teleporter going up.
Teleporked.
Teleport.
God.
Oh,
Where did it end up?
excellent. You and Zeshi have swapped places.
So you're
Okay.
you're back at where you started.
Oh,
And Squishy is up in
Oh,
front.
Zashi's right next to me. Oh, hi, Zashi. I didn't know you could cast that magic.
That was. She's gonna look back at Cedric. That was odd.
Yeah, Zeshi, you're not actually sure what happened. For you, it was kind of just like a blink, and suddenly, boar is right in front of you.
Well, you know what they say, Zashi. I guess you truly are really good at magic.
It is going to try to attack Davi. Let's see how that works for it. It doesn't get the charge up. With the bonus, that is a 19.
Well, too bad this character can only flex to hit things really good.
Sorry, buddy, you can't flex for defense, and your body is not ready, so I'm afraid you can't just randomly boot.
I only flex for offense.
He can only
Offensive
I mean,
flexing.
if you want to be that asshole and put Stickbird in front of you,
No, I could never.
he could never. All right, let me see what I've got here. So that's that many dice. Okay, so you're gonna take 12 slashing damage from this tusk. From this tusk just clobbering into you and cutting across your chest. And some more magic will swell. Zeshi, could you give me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Alright.
I should add, when this magic's bursting from this thing, it doesn't move and then start casting it. This is happening just as it's attacking.
16.
16. That is good enough, so that's gonna be... So, off of some of the now kind of spikes, well, were just back hairs has crystallized and turned to spikes, off of a few of them, ricochet some electricity, and it jumps over to you. You're going to take 4 lightning damage
Okay.
with a success, as it just strikes you in the shoulder. And that's all that does. You're able to basically stop it from hitting you in the head, and it hits your shoulder. And
Zashi, you take one more of those, you can be just like Davi.
Yeah, sure. That'll be cool.
all right. Edma, it is your turn. The beast is now 30 feet from you.
30 feet from me. Is this thing just running all over the place?
Yes.
I want to...
It hasn't charged again yet. It charged once and tried to hit the 2 people. It might charge again.
I'm going to rush at it. I want to try and hop onto it and, like, get a grip on it so that I can stick with it.
Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna...
Yo, you Shadow of Colossusing this bitch?
Yes.
Give me an athletics check.
All right.
That's interesting. Okay.
A mod 21.
Mod 21. All right, so with appropriately cat-like dexterity, Edma bounds past pretty much all of you at this point. And as this thing's just swinging its head around, she just kind of slides to the side, gets a hand under it, and uses leverage onto its back.
I'm guessing that was my action.
That would be an action, yeah.
So I don't think it'll be worth it to try and spare this thing.
Yeah,
My
yell
health
at
looks fine.
Yell
so
at
I
it while
guess...
you're on it.
You know what? I haven't successfully scared anything yet. I'm going to roar on top of this thing.
Okay, that's a wisdom save, right?
Yeah.
And what's the target?
This.
The boar.
No, sorry, the target number.
Oh, 13.
13,
This
okay.
boar's really stupid. You don't know.
I'm not gonna say boars have the highest intelligence. Well, it got a 6.
You did it.
Oh boy, alright, this boar is frightened of the thing that's on its back. Okay,
I
interesting.
need to move away from you, but you're on top of me.
No, I'm in
Can't
this.
move any closer to me, but I am physically holding on to it.
So it just hunches down in place.
It can't move away from you right now. That's interesting. Okay, alright. Zeshi, you're up.
All right. Well, I'm gonna teleport right into this board's face and be like, "All right, that makes this easier." And then drop the dress, take out the daggers, and stab it in the eyes.
Alright, give me attack rolls.
All right, dagger numero uno is a 21.
That hits.
D4. What's the D4? There's D4. So that is a 3 plus 3 is 6 damage.
Okay.
And then dagger number 2. That is 16. Does that hit?
16?
Yeah.
That does hit. Give me
Cool.
damage.
That will be another 2 damage.
Another 2 damage, alright. So as this thing's thrashing about in a terrified manner, like it doesn't know what's... It's been mounted, it's been stabbed a couple of times, most importantly, there is a big scary cat on its back. You just jam these knives under its eyes. You don't... The eyes, it's a little hard to tell... Starts.
Okay, yeah.
You just ram it in, and as you yank them out, you get a little more of that mist that you saw with the bears.
All right.
But this thing's still glowing quite brightly.
All right, so still avoid magic. Got it.
Clemente, and do your move once again. Can't hear you.
How close is it to me now?
To you now, probably 25 feet.
I'll chuck my boomerang at it.
Go for it. Give me an attack.
Does a 15 hit?
15 just misses, I'm afraid.
Fuck. Alright, I will catch that and...
Yeah, it's thrashing around a whole lot, so it swings under it and comes back to you.
I will leave my bonus action for Healing Word in case anyone decides to get decked real hard. Okay, that's it then.
I got
Okay.
damage so far.
Matt, if you could call RJ back, it's his turn.
What?
Provided he's not taking a shit.
He's probably pooping.
I'll take that over vomiting.
He's pooping.
He's in the bathroom.
Can I bonus action vomit?
I can.
I mean, you could if you, as Matt demonstrated, if, Clem wants to stick her finger down her throat.
No. I mean, like, just disgusted. Roll a con save or something. See if no, just
Oh, sure. Yeah, no, that's completely fine. I'll make that a reaction. Hell.
I'm not gonna. I'm good. Nothing to vomit over.
Yeah.
Not yet, anyway.
Walk out here mid-piss, just like still peeing.
Yeah,
That'd be
Please
something
don't.
to vomit-
You gotta take your
vomit
turn.
over.
Yeah, it's fair.
Wouldn't make you roll for that.
Nothing
Please do not.
stops. Nothing stops the turn.
Please do not walk out here mid piss. Thanks.
I mean, he'd be ruining his own apartment more than any.
Yeah, I would be the one suffering the most detriment. So.
Matt would probably be like, "Bro, what the fuck?"
Matt would be
Yep.
unfazed.
Unless you
No,
piss on
That's
him.
another Sunday.
Yeah, just be like, dude. Like, I'm not mad, but really?
Oh god, it's like the scene from Deadpool 2. No, DP, not again.
Oh my god. Well, what would you like to do for your turn, sir?
I would like to attack with my great axe.
Go ahead and roll for Glassmaster.
Yeah, the glass master will take out this glass.
Crystal.
Bobby probably doesn't know the difference.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
I wouldn't put it past him.
I'm not sure Davi knows what glass is. Maybe I don't know. Did Yargoth teach him glass?
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
That is a mod 20. Can
Mod
I
20 hits.
can I go for one of the tusks?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
I was just interested. Can I go after the tusk?
Is it tusks?
The tusk.
The tusks of the Tusker.
Ooh, spicy. Fucking max damage. So that'll
Alright.
be 15 to 17.
17. Okay. I can do math. Okay.
Math
There
is
we go.
hard.
Truth, caught it.
No.
is.
Ethan, as the magic player here with the most experience, I hope you can do math.
Look, man, there's a reason I dropped out of engineering. I don't regret that at all. Self-deprecation.
You can be good
jokes
at math
aside.
and still not like it.
Yeah, I mean, I just wasn't. I could have done it. It's just I wasn't studying very hard, which I took as a sign that maybe it wasn't the
That's what I
right
did.
for me.
That's what I did with geology.
Really dope cup, Phoebe.
I was about to say that's a neat mug.
Man, imagine going.
It's his. It turns green when it gets hot. It's normally black and red.
Depending on what you end up going for, it might not
Really
even
good
be
cup.
call it could just be an overpriced daycare.
Yeah, that's why I'm not bothering
Maybe
myself.
I'll get you. Note to self: give Phoebe a neat color-changing mug for Christmas to go with Austin's.
I had a black mug that had like the TARDIS on it from Doctor Who, and when there was hot water, it would be on one side, and cold water, it would be on the other.
Hmm.
Oh, that's neat.
So
I got
hit
my
this-
sister one that's Godzilla themed, and the atomic breath shows up while it heats up.
So I hit this boar, what happens?
So you strike this boar in the tusk. It doesn't manage to cleave through the tusk entirely. You get a good bit in, but the crystal's fairly hard, so you don't manage to get through. And much like Zeshi saw, as you yank your axe back out, some of that mist-like substance begins leaking from this open cut. And is that all for your turn, sir?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Again, I like to check. You never know when someone randomly wants to bonus action I've forgotten about.
The only bonus actions I have right now is just raging, but
Yeah, we're all like level 2. We don't actually.
let me double rage. That stacks, right?
Look, man, in my opinion, can never be too careful. Even if I'm pretty sure you don't have anything, I'd rather just ask and hear no.
As a bonus action, I'd like to let the DM know that I appreciate all his hard work.
That is noted.
Well used. A well used bonus action.
I'm sorry, is he blushing now? Look what you did, RJ.
Am I?
You're,
I'm
No,
Yeah, dude, you're as red as a tomato.
you're doing like the.
No, you're fine. This is like when I gave Quinn a compliment.
Actually?
I gave Quinn a compliment over the phone and caught him off guard, and then I went right back to insulting him to make him feel comfortable.
That feels like a conversation with my mother.
It's because it was the first thing you said. Usually when you call me up, you say some random bullshit. So it threw me.
Well, I feel personally attacked. Random bullshit is my entire character. I've invested so
That's what
many.
RJ stands for.
Yes,
Random
which
bullshit.
is why
yes,
deviating
random.
from it like that fucked with my head.
I wasn't expecting it.
Matt, that comment was brilliant. What RJ stands for? Random bullshit.
Bullshit.
I can't argue with that one.
I'm drinking my tea, but now I'm laughing too hard.
Why is this so funny?
That's just stupid enough.
I think it's in that sweet spot.
I think I've officially cracked. Oh god.
Hey Phoebe, you know what would make this worse?
What?
No shoe gang!
No shoe gang.
No shoot.
No shoe gang!
Oh, Matt's in the live action No Shoe Gang.
Oh yeah.
I would be in that, but it's a little, just
I
a tiny bit
winked,
chilly
but
in
I'm
my
like
house, so I
at the
actually put on my
perfect
slippers.
angle that I winked with the wrong eye, so you
Hey,
didn't
that was
actually
nice.
see it.
No shoe
Anyway.
gang.
No shoe gang. Yo, wait.
Yep.
Fine.
Spot on, Quinn. Anyway, it's your turn.
Oh, is it my turn?
It is Cedric's turn.
Okay, where is this thing now?
So you got teleported back to where Zeshi is, but because it charged up, it's still only
Perfect. I'm going
back
in.
at the entrance. All right.
I had
Do it again.
my kit so far is very simple.
Thank you, Matt. I'm now crying from laughter.
I mean,
Alright, that's a 23.
That does hit.
Everything continues.
That's
Oh.
okay, Quinlan. Trust me, the enemy's kits are also pretty basic.
Oh, cool. I rolled as low as I could go without triggering Great Weapon Master. That's a 7 damage. And yes, I know, damage is damage.
Gamblage is gamblage.
I'm using a dagger. You don't have to worry about it.
Ooh,
Yep.
daggers.
Nobody. Ethan, the enemy's kits are very basic. Shows me a stat sheet. Is this balanced? The only thing on the stat sheet, TPK's the fucking party.
No, Quinn. Just because you made that comment, damage is no longer damage. Damage is now healing. We are healing the enemy by hitting.
So does that mean we need to heal it in order to hurt it?
Yes, I will get to work right away.
I mean, whenever we hit the board, we just heal it in reverse.
My mind.
No.
I mean, if that was actually a thing, it would be horribly unbalanced because healing always requires spell slots.
Or you can just keep doing medicine checks.
Or you'd have to spend a ton of just so much money on healing potions.
No.
And just lob them at the thing.
Which means healing
Healing
should be a little
bomb!
more balanced.
Tell you what though, Life Domain Clerics and I think it's Circle of Dreams Druids, whew. There's your new DPS.
Yeah, really.
Okay, so 7 damage.
You must
already used your second
become
wind.
the harm assist.
The harms.
Harm assist. Alright, it is time for the Tusker once again. Tusker's got a bit of an issue.
Is that what this boar calls itself?
No, that's what I've got a few nicknames for it, mostly
That's what
based
God
off of
calls
them
the
shit I've
boar.
heard. Just like-
When you said that in that voice, I heard a guitar solo in my head. Just like, yeah, this is like its theme song.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure in reality this boar's name is probably like Jared.
Mark.
Well, probably not going to get to find that out. All right.
His name
I'm going to consider
is
this trying to break a grapple, so I need to roll some athletics. And
Do I need to counter?
no, you need to Matt. I need you to roll athletics. I'm going to acrobatics. I haven't looked yet, but it's probably athletics. It is absolutely athletics.
Awesome. I have a 24.
A 24. There was a very small chance I did better than that, and I didn't even come close. I got an 8. So, this boar is going to kick and flail wildly, attempting to get Edma off its back, because step 1 ain't getting away from the thing you're afraid of. Get it off me, get it off me, get it off.
It
you
tracks.
be the arachnophobia you want to see in the world.
However, actions are actions. Let's see here. Okay, this is a little interesting. So again, some of the magic from it. In fact, some of the magic coming out of the wounds swirls up and starts moving about erratically before bursting into a brilliant ball of light around it. I need everyone but Clem to make me a Constitution save.
Con saves.
Con save.
What a concept.
And Clem is the only one out of range.
Well, I got a nat 20.
Fuck yeah, baby.
15.
When you squishy, don't get
15.
hit.
21. No, 22. My bad.
22. Okay.
23 for me, Chief.
All right. I mean, I knew I made the DC low, but geez, I might have make it even higher.
This sorcerer has a +6 to con saves.
What do I have out of
I have a
curiosity?
+5
Okay.
to con saves. Why do you have a better
Yeah.
con than there?
Ethan, you may
Probably,
want to
raise thing.
juice your DCs just because of how incredibly high everyone
Yeah,
rolled for
everyone's
stat
stats
creation.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I might have forgotten
Yeah.
that while doing this stat. Well, actually, I think just while doing this, it might have just been these saves. I was doing this at work, so I might not have been fully. Because I just was trying to get stuff done to make it interesting. All right, so still, we play on. So the brilliant light goes off, and all of you get a bit disoriented. Clem, to you, it just looks like a giant ball of light appears and then vanishes like a big flash. All of you are disoriented for a second. It takes a little bit of blinking, and fairly, and that is that resolved. So let's move on to Edmus.
I am going to, with one hand, take my sword and try to stab this boy.
Go for
Stab
it.
the boy, stab the
And
boy,
have
stab
advantage.
the
You have to
boy.
find the glowing weak point.
Oh, I have advantage. Fun.
You have advantage. You're basically grappling it.
You have to find the weak point.
All
which-
right. I hope a 23 hits.
I mean, yeah, the grappled condition doesn't technically give you advantage, but I'm advantage, and yes, a 23 hits.
Perfect.
You have to stab it in the big glow.
I missed damage. That is 6 damage.
I think he's
Watch
stabbed
your
See,
at one
that was a
point
good joke.
with at
Watch your
least seven.
stamina.
Huh?
Saying perfect and being a fucking cat person.
I was just quoting a video game that a friend of
Do
mine
you
likes.
expect us to make good jokes? We make bad jokes 80% of the time, and then we make a good joke every now and again.
That's not true. I'm
We make
very
good jokes all the
at
time.
making jokes as long as the subject of the joke is
Is what?
then I'm very good.
Yeah, you cut out. What did you say? Is what?
As long as the subject is being ridiculed and that subject is me, I am very good at making jokes.
Ethan.
Ethan.
Self-deprecation isn't that hard. You always know where the best spot to hit is.
But you also need to know what would be funny to other people. By the way, you said
God.
6?
6. Yeah, that was my
6,
minimum.
okay.
I rolled a 1 on the damage dice.
You know what? It happens. But as we say in Mine Country, that's okay. We move on.
We say that in America?
And I'm still at
No, I
max
just
health,
want to
so
subvert expectations on damage is damage.
I don't have anything else to do with my bonus action, so
I
I'll
don't know. I
turn.
kind of feel like damage is the concrete, the foundation.
I mean, you're right. Okay, so that takes us to Zeshi.
Quinn, your white noise is talking again.
Ah.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
In lieu of,
I mean, it's,
you know,
it's
not
not your fault.
in order
So-
to avoid. What?
What?
Some fish, if the water is too brackish, I die. Other fish, if the water is too clean, I die. Salmon, water is water.
Thank you, RJ, but maybe next time don't cut off Tyler just for that.
I'm in lieu of not blowing ourselves up with more magic. I'm going to stab it again.
Fair enough. Give me the roll.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Double the amount of dice.
I will double those d4s so hard.
So many d4s.
How many d4s? Well, the first one's a 4.
That's a good start.
The second one's a 4. Okay. So that is 11 damage.
11. Okie dokie.
Now, do it again.
Do what again?
That was not as good. That is only a 13.
A 13 does not make it, unfortunately. So you get a very good stab, right between and twist. But as you pull that knife out and go for your second, it's still kicking around too much. It's just a whiff.
Dan still let me stab you already.
You hear squealing in response.
Don't you say that to me.
Clem. You again.
Well, magic ain't good still, so.
Oh, sorry. That's the other thing. You pull the dagger out, again, more mist. The glow is finally starting to die down.
Boomer bang.
All right. Throw that boomerang.
Third time's a charm.
Have you had anything with this boomerang?
She killed a boss with that boomerang.
Okay.
What?
Uh,
Oh, that was probably an RJ. Not
Probably
me.
for me.
18 hits.
cool.
Give me some damage.
Not gonna be much, but
Damage is damage.
It's a completely reasonable selection of
much
action.
damage. 7.
7 more.
7 bludgeoning.
Should be bludgeoning, yeah.
And my boomerang clatters to the ground, so I can't use it unless I go up to it and pick it up, or one of you chucks it back at me.
I mean, you can. Do you want to go try to pick it up?
No, no, I'm
Is
good.
this-
Thanks.
It's wildly kicking around trying to get Edmar off its back.
No, I'm good.
You know, that's fair. I figured I'd offer. Moving on. Davi.
I'm gonna try and hit it in the tusk again.
in the tusk once more. Go ahead and roll.
Once more.
Once more into the breach, my friends.
21.
That hits.
It's a D12. It's a D12! That is... Well, 15 damage.
15? Good lord. Rolling well on them damages tonight, huh?
So anyway, I started slashing.
Anyway. Alright, slash. Alright, let's see. 15 goes. Alright, so, second swing, same tusk. This time you do manage with, I'd say a shattering noise on this one. You do manage to crack the tusk off as it slams into the ground.
Ah! Tavi does not dress the boars, but Tavi can cut them.
And larger quantities of magic start jettisoning out from the cut tusk, and the glowing dies down significantly. It's a very small glow at this point. Cedric. Is it time for stab?
Yes, it is. All right. We got one.
You're still muted.
Right. Sorry. I will
Yeah, you're good.
jam this pike somewhere on this thing. I'll leave that to your imaginations.
Do it like Bloodborne.
No, I won't. No, I won't. That's an 11. I'm guessing that this thing is higher than that.
Yeah. The AC is higher than 11. Yeah, I'd need to juice my ACs pretty hard if I was going with 11.
Welp.
Unless I wanted you to hit it.
I will continue to vibe.
Nobody, the DM, purposely making the boss have low AC. Come on, I want you to hit
I
it.
will use my bonus action to vibe.
I want you to do it. Hit me.
Bonus action.
Hurry.
Alright.
Oh, God, the bot that wears peasant clothes because they're a masochist. Their only real hope of defeating the party is party gets uncomfortable. I don't want to hurt you anymore. You keep enjoying it.
Yeah, he's like, the more he gets hurt, he starts taking off more clothing.
Okay, no, this is not kill to kill. We're not going that far.
Don't lose your way, Ethan.
Are we ignoring the fact that Cedric's just vibing right now, apparently?
I am not missing that fact.
He's vibing.
Where's Cedric's vibing?
He missed and he went, gonna dance, gonna dance, dance and dance.
Yeah, he tried to stab, and then he realized he missed, and he started dancing.
I'm doing
Imagine
my.
that he took the momentum into a spin.
I'm doing
Maybe
my.
you'll have a popsicle and then take a nap.
I'm doing my JRPG idle animation.
See, in my head, it's where you tried to stab, you missed, and then you went, "Aw, freak out! Aw, freak out!"
Okay, let's see. How do we want to go about this? Alright, so the boar, in an attempt to escape, it's not a terribly intelligent creature, because, you know, the thing it wants to escape is, however, instead of trying to continue to buck you off, since that didn't seem to work, it is going to start charging around again. And let's see, 1, 2, 5, reroll on 6. Alright, it's going towards Cedric on the end.
Oh dear.
Huh.
Did you miss your attack? Because I won't miss mine.
I did not miss, actually.
No,
I said, but then I had to look down and I was like, wait, do I miss? And I don't. That boosts it to 19. So, with the charge...
It's okay, Cedric. You're already dead. It's not like you can die twice.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey.
There's a reason I've been hanging back.
Hero?
At least it didn't roll a 20.
That's true. That would have been a nasty... If this thing's charge attack nat 20 to anyone, that'd be pretty...
Come on, you'd be like, all right, pretty poggers.
Hey, what are you doing in my sandwich?
So,
What's that from?
that is... So,
It's
Cedric, you're gonna take
high school show with
17
the clones
as
and all.
this thing builds up momentum, charging around the area, and then slams into you. I need you to make a strength save.
Oh, jeez.
Ow.
What the fuck was that?
He got right up on the mic and said, ow.
Well, the strength save is a nat 20.
Okay, so this thing bucks into you. You manage to stay on your feet. You just slide back, not even a whole 5 feet.
I'd imagine with the nat 20, Cedric just suplexes the board.
On a check, maybe. On a save, no. He gets to stay on his feet completely. Let's see here.
Inspirational anime music plays in the background.
I have 2 hit points, and it's a very good thing I used my second wind.
Retreat back to me, please.
Alright.
I will see what I can do.
What do you think about that?
What?
Another attack.
Oh, no.
The action causes another surge as the magical mist jettisons out, strikes Cedric, and him and Clem swap.
Well, at least Cedric is safe.
Hang on. By my own rules, no, he's not technically the closest. Edma, you and Clem swap. Clem, you are now on top of the boar.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
You
I had to think about that. I had to look at my own wording, and I was like, wait. No, it wouldn't technically be Cedric.
Dobby's gonna see this and look at Clem and go, Clem, I understand you're trying to show us that you're all good at magic, but I don't know if this is very good for combat.
Help!
I don't want to be here.
Surprisingly, the boar calms down a little bit, now seeing Edma. It calms down a little. So that's its turn. Edma, do you wanna go back?
I'm going to charge this thing and try to slam my sword as far into its forehead as I can. Edma
Please
is
do not
pissed
hurt
off. She's
me.
magically warped away from her shit.
Please do not hurt me.
Forehead.
Is it within
moment.
35 feet?
Oh yeah, it's close enough.
I am
I'm
charging this thing
shrieking
and
the
just
entire time
slamming
you
my
were
sword
charging
into
with
its
your
head.
sword.
You're Kratosing it.
I am Kratosing it.
Just
I'm mortified.
21.
that
Oh
hits.
god.
You gotta yell something Kratos would yell.
She's just roaring to her heart's content.
She's probably yelling something in Lannan. But...
Well, last turn it was 6 damage. This turn it's 7.
Yay!
It's an improvement. Next turn it'll be 8.
Upgrades, people, upgrades.
Great.
I'm sorry.
Why
was I
shit in
being
my
too loud?
pants when I can shit in somebody else's pants? Upgrade.
And as
so you-
she's stabbing this into its head, she's gonna look over at Davi and just go, the other tusk is mine.
Oh, I mean, if you want it, you can have it.
Get it myself. You can have your own rewards.
The boar squeals quite loudly at that big stab, and Zeshi, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to stab it some more. Didn't like that one, not going to like these ones either.
Oh, I should mention, the glow has completely vanished at this point from the magic jettisoning out from the stab wound Edma gave it.
If it ain't broken, don't fix it.
That's fair. Just wanted to make that one that clear. I don't like mixing my own descriptions. Please, roll me an attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Thunder Wave. Let's see how that goes. I'm kidding. Probably kill a couple people.
I'm at full health. Cedric's pretty far away.
Cedric's...
I don't know if I would chance it, though.
No, he's not. Cedric's right there.
Cedric's right there. I'd probably kill
You're
Cedric.
all right next to this thing.
That's right, because I switched with Clem, not Cedric.
Yeah, I had... Oh, God, I had...
Yeah, if I use Thunder Wave, I'd kill Cedric.
I thought it was going to be so funny, like, hey, dude, come over to me. Like, but then I was like, wait. It's funnier because she goes to him. All right, what do you got on your dice, Tyler?
Well, now that is a 19 plus 5, 24.
Hits.
That is a 1 plus... What is it? 1 plus what? 3. 4 damage.
4 damage it is.
I like the fact that
You get a good spread in its eye.
Tyler's character is you're a sorcerer, right?
Yeah.
You're a sorcerer and a rogue.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm a rogue sorcerer.
Rogue sorcerer.
So the next one was another 19 plus 5, so another 24, and I rolled 4 damage.
At the 19, I'm just going to ask you how you want to do it.
Yeah.
It's got a hit point.
So we have,
It had 5. He hit it for 4.
Okay, yeah. Double.
all right, so the first dagger goes into the one eye, and it, finally, this is the first time I think I actually hit it twice, and it goes still, and I hit it in the second eye. Just jam them both in.
All right, so you jab both of your daggers in this thing's eye. It squeals loudly and wiggles its head as much as it can, given that you're face, and it just collapses forward onto the ground. And yeah,
I'm just gonna
You
look.
want a hand down?
the beast now lays dead.
Should we say something
We
cool?
can't hear you, Phoebe. We can't hear you.
Sorry, I pushed it up a little bit.
No, you're good.
Is Clem still on it?
Yeah, she
Climbing
Yes.
off of it. As soon as you kill it, I'm like shakily getting off. Like, if I
Well,
want to
Edna
do
was
that
offering you a
again,
hand down.
I'll take your hand. I am shaking.
Should we say something cool? Feel like we should say something cool.
And I'm going over to Cedric.
Edna was just like
You don't
energetic.
look well.
I haven't had a thrill like that in years.
Oh, don't die.
And then I will
Is that she's gonna spin her dagger around?
lay my hands on you and cast Cure Wounds.
I can add giant crystal boar to the things I've killed.
Edna's going to walk over and just start taking off the other tusk.
You get 8 hit points back.
Alrighty, I am now still less than half, but better than nothing.
I don't know about you folks, but I need a break.
I need this tusk.
I need this.
I suppose I'll pick up the tusk that I cut off.
Okay. It's bigger than your axe.
Is it?
This thing was giant.
How big is it in comparison to my sword?
Use a katana, so... End to end, not counting the curve, these things are probably about
Background noise is still screaming.
4.5, 5 feet long.
Quinn.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Useful. I'm going to get a sword made out of this.
You use the thing as a club.
I don't use club.
Something tells me Edma's a little more refined than clubs and the like.
I've been taught how to use many weapons by my master, but clubs were never my forte.
Well, Yargoth says the most dangerous weapon of all is words.
My
Yeah,
master said something similar to that.
we should add a
Oh.
bard to our group.
Was Yargoth your master? Did he teach you how to fight?
No, my master was named Zor.
Well, your master and Yargath probably would have got along good then.
Probably.
Yeah, I guess I'll take this big tusk with me, and I'll collect my javelin from the boar's leg.
Fair. Clem, I assume you'd like to collect your boomerang?
Yeah. Yeah, after healing Cedric, I'll go back
Seems
and kind
good.
of just like give the boar a dirty look.
Bastard. So while Ed
We
was
can't
working on
keep
getting
the
this
meat.
other tusk off, what would the rest of you like to do?
Well, I don't think we should keep the meat or eat the meat unless you want to turn into, that thing.
That's why I'm saying it's a shame we can't keep the meat. It almost feels like a hunt. It'll bring us closer.
I'm going to
together
go
eat
over
our
and
hunt.
sit by Lucky and not move. I am taking a break. I am out of spell slots.
What if your character is getting traumatized?
What?
She wasn't traumatized. She was just teleported on
She
top of
was
the board.
startled.
Oh yeah.
Hey, come on, what is this? A pair of disembodied legs?
That's what I said. That's what I was thinking
That'd be
of.
ridiculous. No such thing.
I'm also not a
comfortable.
child.
Yeah,
Which
it's not a pair
significantly-
of disembodied legs trying to choke you out, or a black market slaver stabbing you with a dagger.
I'm also not a child.
It's also not a mysterious otherworldly being trying to peel your face off.
Oh my god, don't remind me
Or
about
being,
that. That
or
was
being
awful.
eaten alive by an arm made of flesh and eyeballs.
Oh
Should
my.
we keep heading inward towards the...
Stop listing
Danger.
Leslie's trauma. What is wrong with you?
Well, it's not our
So
fault
much
she
of
has
it.
so many.
Well, okay,
Actually, yeah, it is.
no. Jay's fault. I started it, and he has continued.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I
Technically, Phoebe started it with her backstory.
Oh.
Hey, at least she's had her up moments, like remained consistent.
But that was immediately followed by a trauma moment. Tyler.
That was the joke.
So,
Damn.
Lucky is going to rub his face as you're sitting next to him.
He's just rubbing his own face.
Yeah, just pushing up against your arm.
Oh, rubbing his face against my arm. Okay, I didn't hear that part. I just heard Lucky's going to rub his face. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's all I heard
Just
too, and I was
against
really
your arm.
confused. I was just imagining a dog going.
I mean, dogs.
True.
Uh,
I will. On his head. I'm taking a short rest. I don't know why you guys don't want your.
He'll start panting.
I am still at full health.
It's not my health I'm concerned about. It's my spell slots that I have none
I
of
don't
anymore,
have that
and
problem.
I am the
I
healer.
don't use spells. But I guess we're all taking a short rest. Does my action surge come back on a short
Yes,
rest?
it does.
Yes, it does. Okay, fine.
Probably best Cedric gets a rest too for his hit point.
So I will say, Edma, if you're trying to short rest, the cutting off of the tusk is going to be too hard of labor to count as a short rest. So you have to
Then-
do it before or after.
I was
Let's do it after.
planning on. Yeah, I can just do it after. I don't think the boar's body will disappear.
No, you're right. I just wanted to make that one clear that cutting off the tusk doesn't count as the short rest. All right.
Okay.
If that's what you'd like to all do, you may, in fact, mark off a short rest. Sit around for half an hour, catch your breath, collect your thoughts.
Well, that's both my hit dice. Oh well.
Done. Short rest. I'm just gonna get right to work on the board task.
Sitting around, you all notice there isn't another path.
Did you say that this boar was eating fruits under like a tree?
No, it's all in a pile.
All in a pile.
Pile on the other side of the grove.
Is that
It's still
pile
part of
still
that
there?
pile. Yeah, part of that pile is still there. It was like face in, going at it, sitting there. Bunch of them.
mean, I guess I'd like to go investigate that.
Okay.
Do I see any of trees like with the fruit hanging off them either, or is
No.
there just a?
There's just a pile of the fruit.
I gotta figure out. Can I make some kind of like investigation check or something to figure out where the fruit might have came from?
Sure. Why don't you roll me? Let's see, I'll give you a. I like choices. I'll give you a choice of survival,
Survival or what?
nature.
I'll go with survival just because I get a +1 and I get nothing for nature.
Okay.
Oof.
12.
Well, you aren't exactly sure, though it wouldn't be too out there to just reason that animals have been stockpiling these. How exactly this one got a pile this big, a little tough to say.
It's a big boar. It's probably got its way, especially with those huge tusks. It could probably just shake a whole tree down.
I will investigate the edges of this clearing to see if there's like a trail of the apples or something.
Okay.
Or if there's any signs of like animal tree line disturbance.
Okay. Give me investigation.
Oh,
very
I guess
fun.
while Davi and Cedric are sitting by
19.
Lucky, they'll just talk, and Davi will look at Cedric. So Cedric, do you think that it would be cool if you had like a wolf like Lucky that followed you around, but maybe like dark and black?
That's oddly specific.
It seems like it would fit your color scheme of your outfit.
I don't really have any interest in an animal companion, Davia.
But I, as a druid, do. It was a 19, by the way. I don't know if you heard.
I did. And I'm going to interrupt this conversation before we continue that conversation. Just get this out of the way. So while you don't see animal disturbance or a line of apple, do notice is that a few of the trees to the left of the clearing, if you were facing in from the entrance, from the way you came in, they're a lot less opaque. Definitely still crystal, but all the trees around here are pretty thick. They're almost completely opaque. These ones you can kind of see through a little bit. You can see through the crystal.
That's odd. Well, I think I have our new lead.
Oh, well, do tell. I couldn't figure anything out.
Look out there, you see those trees? They're more see-through than the ones we've seen before.
Oh, you're right. I didn't catch that.
I think we should try and head towards there, follow the trail.
That makes sense. Are you guys coming?
Yeah, I'll pick up the wolf again. Hey Cedric, do you want to know something cool that Davi can do, but he doesn't like do very often?
Go ahead, Davi.
Say something funny.
Why?
No, you got to say more than that, Cedric.
I can't be funny on command. It's not.
So you'll say that, and then he'll look at you and just say, I can't be funny on command. And it'll sound just like you.
I hate that.
He's a
And
Kenku. Kenku can
Davi
do
will
that.
say back to you, I hate that. Davi does not like to do that very often. People usually don't like it.
So, approaching, the tree line tightens up around those more see-through trees. You and Edma, you think you see what continue of the path on the other side of these. But at this point,
Can't hear you.
At this point, the trees are close enough together
Still
that
can't hear you.
Oh, I can hear him.
I
I
can't.
can hear.
My headset died. So you're just like, man, audio cut out. Nope, it's just me.
oh,
Probably gonna grab a different
I was gonna just fill you in, but they seem to have found a replacement pretty quick.
I just have to plug that charger.
Yeah, so
Alright,
I'm just
we
gonna
are
wait for
good.
them to come back. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, so as I was saying, the tree line tightens up around those more see-through trees to the point where you can't really get around them. But you and Clem both think you can a path, a continuation of the path on the.
Davi, do you want to cut some crystal trees down?
That is what Davi want to do, but who's going to watch Mr. Lucky?
I will, of course. I can help for sure.
Okay. And he's just gonna put the wolf down near you. Okay, Mr. Lucky, you have to be good for Clem. She will take care of you. Davi has to go do the important task of cutting the trees down. Oh, by the way, Clem, did you know that Cedric can't be funny on command?
Lucky's just
And
gonna
you
look
still
at
don't
you.
think you're a Kenku?
What? No, that is old giant trick. Yarga taught it to me.
It's... Alright. Clem slowly giving up. Trying to correct him,
Just getting ground
yes,
down.
Davi.
All giants can do that. Yarga told you Davi this, because the giant. Well, Davi's going to cut down these trees that are way bigger than him.
Be careful, darling. I don't know if they're magical or could do something to you. If it hurts, we'll have to change our tactics.
Ah, if it hurts, Davi can take it. He's been struck by lightning twice, Clem.
Alright.
When you're ready, go ahead and make me an attack roll.
Go to one of these trees. That would be a 17.
Okay. So it takes a few good thwacks, and it doesn't sound hollow, but when he hits the trees, they don't sound quite as thick as you would think. And eventually he topples 3 of them, wide enough for each of you to get through single file, but the path widens on the other side.
I'm sure those trees who's boss. But then again, if they're made out of crystal, are they really trees anymore?
Perhaps not?
Maybe they're more like rocks now?
Well,
Not
that's
sure
what
how to
crystals
answer.
are. Rocks.
Clem,
Does that
can
mean
I
that
get a-
we've been fighting nothing but rocks this entire time?
Pretty rocks with magical properties, yes.
Chris Reckitt.
Chris fuck boulders.
What'd you say, Ethan?
Could I get a nature check from you? I wanna see if Clem the necrobiologist knows the necrobotanist.
I think Clem the Necrobotanist does know something, because I just rolled a natural 18. 19, 20, 22.
Okay, as he knocks these over, something you notice as they're getting moved out of the way is on the inside, whereas all the rest of the trees surrounding you and that they
You
still
cut out after surrounding you.
sorry, and the other ones that you've seen, the ones that are fully crystallized at least, they still resemble trees carved from crystal, but getting a better look at these ones, they're in the rough shape of trees and have a few similarities, but there's no tree rings on the inside, bark on the outside.
These were not trees turned into crystal. Perhaps crystals formed to look like trees? Something's
Well,
blocking our way on purpose.
Why would somebody want to do that? I mean, Everything else is turning into crystal. Why
Have you
make-
not been hearing the wind, Davi? It doesn't want us here. It's probably that
Davi
same.
has been hearing the wind, but it's making him a little uncomfortable. So Davi's not going to lie and say that he's kind of pretending that it didn't happen.
It did happen, Davi. Remember I argued with it?
Well, Davi knows that it happened, but to make him feel better if he pretends that it doesn't.
Alright, Davi. Well, point is, something is impeding our way on purpose.
Well, Davi
Luckily,
will
we
cut down
haven't.
as many of these crystal trees as necessary.
Like I said, luckily we have a Davi, and they do not.
Well,
And I have
would
a question for the Davi.
Yes.
For curiosity's sake, how are you going to fireman carry Lucky, but also carry the Tusk?
Fair point.
Edma can just carry Lucky if that needs be.
You could do that.
Or Edma can carry your Tusk.
I mean, are you good enough to carry both tusks?
Yes?
Okay.
I'm
And
like a
huge.
6'11" Leonin. I hope I can carry.
Alright, then I will let
That's
Edna,
short for a Leonin.
I'll let Edna carry.
Not for a female Leonin. That's tall for a female Leonin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll let Edna carry my tusk, and then I'll go back to carrying the lucky wolf.
You.
Okay.
Woof.
Going through this part of the path, you all start to hear water running again. You heard it a
Oh.
little bit earlier.
A lake.
And across a little bit into the path, you come across a river going just across the path. It is still water, though it does have a bit of an eerie sheen to it.
You think maybe if we follow this, we will get to the lake with the tree on the island?
Likely. Don't drink it.
No, Davi's not going to drink it.
It's about 5 feet wide across the path. It doesn't look super deep, though.
Do you think maybe if they make crystal pots, those will float on the crystal water? No, that would be silly.
No,
Don't think
but
boats float just because they're boats.
Davi, I think it would be best if we swapped the wolf and your tusk with Edma. I don't want it getting its wound wet with this water.
Well, okay. Davi is not the tallest giant in the world.
Which is fine.
I guess I'll take the dog.
Here you go. You be careful with Mr. Lucky.
He's a living creature. Of course I'll be careful.
Thank you, Edma.
Well, my master didn't raise me to be hateful. He didn't raise any of us to be that way.
I will hike my arms up and start trying to forge my way across.
Oh, no need. It's
Oh, it's just shallow.
it's quite shallow.
Okay.
It's maybe a foot deep at the deepest.
Okay.
Yeah, Davi
Still didn't
will-
want to risk.
Davi
that
will
but-
wade through it and go.
That's fair. Davi's quite short.
Yeah, Davi will just he'll go halfway up him, you know?
I'm gonna
At least
stand
up to
in
his
it, no
waist.
problem.
Davi's like 3 feet tall, right?
Yeah, 3.5.
He returned.
Okay.
I'd imagine that I barely even notice the water as I'm walking through it.
Ooh, a puddle.
Pretty much.
Oh, a puddle. How nice. Splash, 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 splash.
Yeah, the rest of you have no trouble crossing it. It's not going. Though it does feel fairly cold, which is a touch odd given that the forest has been fairly temperate. But that's the only thing you notice.
You said this is like crystal water, right?
No, it's just water.
Just
It's
water.
water, but it has an eerie
Chris-
sheen to it.
Crystallized or starting to
I'm
crystallize.
going to fill my water skin with some of this water.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that, no problem.
Don't drink that,
I
Edma.
know you drink it though. Don't.
It's not good for you.
I am aware of what this forest does.
Your master did not teach you to eat rocks.
Have you seen me eat rocks, Coffee?
Well, No, but Davi has not seen you eat rocks, so you could do it when no one is watching.
Okay, Davi. I'll take that.
So would you like to cross and continue along the path to go either upstream?
I think it makes sense to follow the river to go upstream, because that's where the water would be. It's either going to be upstream or downstream.
You can also just cross across to the path. The 3 options.
Yeah, I figured we might keep following the path. I mean,
Well, don't we want to find? We want to find the island.
Shit.
are we looking for an island?
Yes.
Oh,
Tree on
then
an island.
Yes, we should definitely be following the river.
Yeah.
The river will take us right to it. The question is, yeah, whether it's upstream or downstream.
I mean, we could go.
I would imagine it would be running towards the bigger body of water.
Well, it's either going to be it's coming from the body of water or it's going to the body of water.
Well, if it has a crystalline sheen, perhaps it's coming from, as it's
Fair point.
gaining the crystals.
So if we're going on that logic, we should go upstream.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go upstream.
Okay. So the river doesn't have a path near it for upstream. You just have to walk, as opposed to downstream, where the path sort of runs parallel. Going upstream, the foliage gets pretty dense. There's a little bit of shoreline. Other side, not much. Certainly not enough for someone of, say, Edma's shoulder width to stand out of the water. And you hear water rushing increasing. It gets louder until after a couple of minutes, 2 or 3, you find a small lake with a waterfall rushing into it and a very large crystal sitting in the center.
Well,
Is that good instinct on you? Clem and Davi's just gonna kind of slap your knee.
thank you, Davi.
Oh, you're most welcome, friend. So how do we get out to that? So Davi can hit it.
By the way, when I say large, I mean that the tip of this thing is about
About what?
Yeah, about what?
up to Edma's nose. In terms of how tall
That's
this crystal is.
It's just a tall crystal.
It's a tall crystal. You're taller than it, but only by a couple inches.
How deep is the water?
The lake seems to be a couple of feet deep at least.
Well, Edma, you're tall. You won't. You
I'm gonna put Lucky down out of the water.
Okay.
Probably. Do you
Yeah,
have an
there's enough
extra
shoreline.
axe I could borrow?
Well, actually, yes. Davi has his original axe on him, so he'll take out the stone axe that he was using before,
Edna will take it
and then.
and start waiting. I'm probably.
Well, before you do that, I'm gonna climb up onto like your waist.
You can just climb up to my shoulders, small one.
Oh. Okay.
What do you have to
Davi-
say about this voice on the wind?
Yes.
Nothing yet.
Ominous. I'm gonna wade across to this
Okay.
crystal.
It gets up to about your chest, the water line.
Hi, baby. You're so cute.
And you want to take a swing?
Well, don't we have to
Yeah.
get to the island first, or is it
What
just
island?
There's no island. Okay, it's just the crystal.
It is a single crystal in the shape of what you expect a crystalline growth to. You've seen it in video games. Jutting
So-
out from
I'll
this.
bring my hammer down on it.
So Edma, I think the best way to go about this is you take a crack, then Davi take a crack, then you take crack. You go back and forth. We alternate.
Okay, but when you take your crack, I'm going to plant my hands firmly on your feet so that you don't fall off from
That
the...
is probably a good idea. Davi is not the tallest giant, so he could, drown in this water.
Exactly, we don't want him dying, and we especially don't want anyone inhaling or...
Oh, yeah, not want to drink the crystal water. That would not be good. Davi wants to be storm giant, not crystal giant.
That's
So,
probably how
yeah, I'm
a
gonna
good
take a
number of
swing at
these
this
animals
thing.
turned.
Okay. Okay, so an attack roll from you, and you're alternating with Davi,
Yeah,
and he's standing on your shoulders then?
yeah.
Okay, RJ, go ahead and roll me your attack roll.
Any modifiers or just a straight attack roll?
Just a straight attack roll, so whatever your attack bonus is.
2 plus 5, I guess 7. Oh wait, no, you know what? My straight attack roll is 4, so 6.
6, okay. RJ?
19.
Okay, so Edma, it's a little hard to get a good wind up since you're so hot, since you're so deep in the water. You get a decent swing. It clanks against the crystal though and only makes a scratch. So to where you then clasp your hands onto Davi's feet, he takes a swing and he's able to get much better leverage down. And he puts a solid dent in this thing. And magic crackles out from this. And let me... Could I get dex saves from Zeshi and Clem?
Oh.
Oh boy, here we go. Time for me to flub.
Frosted oof loops.
I like that. That's a good one. I'm keeping that for later.
Frosted oof loops.
Frosted Oof Loops indeed. That's a 13.
16.
15?
16.
16. Well,
No, he said 60.
ooh. If only he had
Oh.
9 more.
Excuse me, he cheated.
What?
Oof loops avoided. Clem, you barely pass. So this crackling magic jolts out and seems to break apart and beeline for who both manage to get out of the way. Zeshi manages to... Clem kind of stumbles a bit and like falls on her butt and it goes right over her head and strikes one of the trees behind her.
All of you will turn around. Are you guys okay? Nobody got hurt, did they?
Oh, I'm fine. Just a little more wet than normal. Water.
All right. Well, we're getting up.
Yeah. Guess we should keep swinging on this thing.
Think I might take a few more steps back.
But this time, Davi, I'll leave it to you. I'm just gonna
Oh,
give you
okay.
support.
Okay,
Seems like I'm
another
not
attack
gonna
roll
get a
from
good-
Davi then.
Well then, he'll take the axe, wind up,
Mutant creature.
fuck you, and then he will swing. That would be a 24.
24. So you take another good crack at this thing. It goes quite deep this time, actually, almost halfway through. But the magic continues, and you cause another spark. I do need those two to make dex saves again.
Again? A step back. Fucker.
I'll step back, sir. I'll step back.
Alright, well that's better. That's a 19, 20, 22.
I'm worried. I got 22 as well.
Did you say 22 as well?
Yeah, I got 22.
And why are you
Worried.
worried?
What? Yeah. Why you worried?
Yeah, you
That's
both
right.
managed to step out of the way with plenty of room to spare this time.
Ethan, I'm not worried. Why you not worried? I can dodge it with my dex.
We're in
save.
the last 10 minutes, RJ. I'm gonna try to skip a lot of the humor here. Or at least the off-topic humor.
Yeah.
Would you like to take another crack?
Well, yeah, we gotta break it.
Yeah.
Give me another roll.
23.
Okay. You manage to crack it hard enough that the remaining crystal can no longer snap and falls on top before sliding off into the...
Ah, that is how we do it on the mountain. Even though we're not on the mountain. But Edward, you're like a mountain, so it counts, you know.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Multiple bolts now jettison out and begin ricocheting off the tree. I need everyone to make me a dex save this time.
Aye, there.
That's pretty good.
Feck.
You must really hate me today, huh?
15.
5.
5,
18.
18, 20,
23?
Nat 20.
23. Okay.
That's right.
I'm sorry, Phoebe, what did you say?
15.
15. Okay. Edma, you did not make it. So one of these ricochets and strikes you in the back, only dealing 3 lightning. The pain subsides pretty quickly. But you guys have pretty much halved the large crystal in the lake, though now the other half is submerged. So the water level has risen a little bit, not terribly noticeable.
Did we do it? Was that it? Is that all we had to do? Or do we need to break more crystal? I mean, I thought this was it.
This seems anticlimactic. Also, it's not a tree, I don't think. It's just a crystal.
It did not look like a tree at all.
Let's
Clem,
head further.
ask the crazy voice in the wind how we kill it.
I don't think it's going to reveal that information.
Maybe if you ask nicely.
I'd
Is
rather
there
piss
anything
it
else
off.
out in this water?
Why not confuse it by speaking in its own voice? If that's something you can do.
Oh, that's
No,
not a
there
bad
isn't,
idea,
Matt. Or
Cedric.
nothing you didn't notice before. There is a lack of aquatic life, but not every stream has fish.
I'll start taking Davi back.
Okay.
Lola.
Oh, wait a minute.
And in response to what Phoebe
baby.
said about going
Is
further
it fed
upstream,
already?
currently the only way to go further upstream would be to go up the water.
Well,
I
the
probably
voice
need to
did
eat.
say that its roots run deep, so do we have to we have to dig out the big? But how would we do that? We don't
Maybe we should head down.
we don't have shovels that are big enough, and I don't think that Cedric would be able to dig up that crystal with his noodle arms.
Cedric isn't.
Wow, random shade at Cedric.
Why are you insulting Cedric out of nowhere?
What? Do you not find noodle arms attractive? Different people have different preferences, Edma. You can't shame people.
I'm sure if we work together, we can
Sorry.
lift the other half
You
of the
literally
water.
just shamed this man for having noodle
I'll
arms,
remind
and then you're
everyone-
telling me.
Cedric says, so I have a strength of 18, just throwing that out there.
But it is Davi we're talking about.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying if anyone wants to comment on the reality of the situation. Cedric's arms, there's muscle there. More than a
Like,
little.
It's alright. Your arms are made of lasagna. We get it.
So maybe that
Anyway,
doesn't-
what would you guys like to do?
Maybe we should try heading downstream.
or
Yeah.
further upstream?
Further
Or did it
upstream
end
or
here?
further down?
Edma's just gonna point at the waterfall and go, "If you want to climb up that, be my guests."
Davi could climb
I'm
up.
not that big a fan of getting.
Davi could climb up the waterfall and see what is up there. Davi does not mind getting wet.
Careful, Davi.
Edma's just gonna shake her whole body to try and dry off just a bit. I don't like when my fur gets so damp. It sticks to my armor.
Do you get poofy like Davi? That'd be kind of funny to see. Not to make fun of you, Edma, but you'd
I
be.
plead the fifth.
You do get poofy, don't you?
Thought you don't like when I get naked.
It's at this point you all hear on the wind once more. Cutting a single root will not stop me.
No, but it's a good start, isn't it?
Okay, well, how do we stop you then?
Davi, it's not going to tell us.
You don't.
Well, if we
Yes, we will.
If we ask very nicely, could you not?
You get no response on that one.
Okay, that's fair.
If it was a route, then we're getting close. I say we head further upstream.
Okay.
Edmund will reluctantly start walking over to the waterfall.
Okay.
Let me see if there's a better place to climb up from there, because we still have this wolf.
Weren't there sides on the waterfall that we could climb?
No,
No.
there's a bit of a shoreline at the lake, and the waterfall itself is pretty much just straight down.
Well, there's got to be like.
There's a ledge.
Yeah, there's ledges around it.
Looking up, it's just between two trees and rushing down.
Oh, okay, okay. Cause I was trying to understand. Like, it's not like there's nothing that it's coming down. Well, could you climb the tree? Or
No, you could try to climb the rock behind it. Like, if that's what you meant, wet.
well,
Like, it's just coming down. Well, it's crystal, which is still rock, but
right.
there
Well,
is a cliff that's rolling down.
Right, in my head, with a waterfall, the waterfall comes down, and there needs to be two things beside it that the water, because it's not like there's just going to be a waterfall and then it's just more water. It has to stop at some point on the side.
Sure, but if you mean like there is like a bit of cliff face that isn't wet, but that just leads up to dense crystal trees.
Well, right. I'm just wondering. It's like instead of climbing through water, you can climb on the side of it.
You could try to climb on the side. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of handhold.
Well, yeah, it's worth a shot. So, okay. Yedma, you throw Davi at the side of the waterfall, and he will try to climb. Yeah, worst come to worst, he fall down and, get a little wet.
Can you fly?
No, Davi cannot fly.
You can
worried
glide,
about
I'm
trying
sure.
to throw you up that high, but if you really want me to, then sure. I will pick Davi up, and as much force as I can muster, I will try to throw him as high up as I can towards the waterfall.
Give me an athletics check.
Get like a 2 and you just like face.
I'm gonna roll a 1 and throw you flat into the wall and snap your neck.
Oh god.
9!
It's tough
So-
all over again.
It's a little hard to get if you were standing or rock, this would be so much easier. But you just heave Dobby, and your foot slips a little in the wet crystal, and he just goes up and just cannonballs into the little lake.
Then I'll just come back up. Well, it was worth a shot.
What was the name of the professor who went out here? The scientist, rather. Researcher.
Len.
Len?
Len,
Len. I'm gonna ask the wind where Len is.
Where the fuck is
Really?
Len? What'd you do with him?
Where's Len? Or is this Len we've been talking to the whole time?
I suspect the latter.
Suspicions aside. Did you not hear me,
He's
or what?
in his new home.
Oh. So the voice isn't Len. Good to know.
Kind of getting up from
He
the
could be talking in third person.
from the shore. So where is his new home? We need to pay him a visit and give him a housewarming gift.
Your efforts are fruitless.
Well,
Root or no root, I'll still receive what nutrients I need from that water.
Okay,
It
so
will
we have.
come to me.
So if we wait, maybe we should make a dam. We could block the water.
I think it would be more efficient to go downstream. If the water
I'm
is
gonna
still
agree
coming
with
to
Edna.
it, then it's downstream. We shouldn't waste our time.
It slipped up. It told us where it was, basically. Downstream is good instinct. Better instinct than mine. Let's go.
I still think we should make a dam.
Well, I
That
don't
would take
give a
too much
damn.
time.
Ah,
And unless
you made a
there
pun.
are any crystal beavers around, I'm not about to waste my time.
Guess we're going downstream.
Yes.
If everyone's in agreement.
Hey, Cedric, how come you can't make puns like Edma?
It's not funny on command.
Oh, you got
everyone-
it! That's a knee slapper!
So, moving back downstream. Now, when you get back to where you originally, when you decided to go upstream, would you like to just go the river or hop up onto the path that goes parallel?
We just keep following
Probably
the
path
water.
that goes
Edna's not even
parallel.
paying attention and will continue wading through the water. She doesn't feel it.
I wouldn't say that. You still feel it. It's water, you know.
Yeah, but it's like just on my toes.
Okay.
Beans.
Anyone else staying in the river, or
Yeah, I'm staying in the little river, you know.
No, I'm
Yeah, it's a
I'm
little
going to
for
be
you.
carrying the wolf
Oh,
for
yes,
now.
I understand.
it's up to your waist?
I'm not it.
No.
I'm
Cedric,
outside. I'm on the parallel one.
are you continuing to walk through the river, or do you want to hop up onto the path?
Quinn?
Oh, I'll hop off. And sorry,
Walk the path?
Yeah,
Or walk
yeah.
the river?
yeah,
Okay.
path.
Okay. I should say there is, while it runs parallel, visibility will drop between the two groups as there are trees between the path and the river. Not so dense that you can't see each other, but it drops significantly
Sorry, which one is Davi doing?
in the river.
I'm going on the
Robbie's
path.
in the river with me.
I think I was the only other person on the path, so.
Yeah, I'll
I think
take.
Zeshi said she's on the path.
I'm on the
Yeah,
path.
With,
she's on the
and I'm carrying the wolf this time.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
So
like
it's
it.
Zeshi, Clem, Lucky, and Cedric on the path, and then Edma in the river.
What are you doing, Tyler?
Robbie, I forgot to give you the stat. And
I don't want to get
the
the dress.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
So, you all make your way down. Those of you on the path, as you get further down this path, more and more crystals are like jutting out of the tree. Something you haven't actually seen here. There were crystals jutting out before, but once everything crystallized, they stopped jutting out and just were everything. But now they're doing both. And at roughly the same time, 2 exiting the river, 3 exiting the path, you make it through and come to one more large clearing. In the center, an island bearing a large blue tree, its branches adorned with the crystal fruits that have littered. A small moat surrounding it, a few animals happily munching on fruit that have fallen. Crystal animals, of course. And on the front of the tree is the crystalline visage of an elf. Fused
Oh,
entirely to the waist, and at the back fused as well. The arms and head hang limply off the front of the trunk.
Overlord shit right here.
Sorry about what we'll have to tell his friend.
Well, I
Well,
wonder if there's
here's
a way
the
we
tree.
can.
Here's the axe.
Wait. There has to be a way to separate the man from the plant. Or crystal.
Maybe we
It's
could.
called a sword.
Maybe we could ask him. You know, hey, how do we get you out of here? Do we cut you out?
I
Can
don't
we?
know of the right state of mind.
Hey,
or-
Wind, how do we save this person that was supposedly enjoying their new home?
I'm gonna have to cut out.
Yeah,
That's okay, we're about to end.
Okay.
So, in response to that, Edma, the torso of the man lifts a little, and the arms continue, and the head doesn't really sit up straight. Catch you later, Tyler.
Bye. I'll catch up next week.
You won't miss much.
Yeah,
Okay.
she should
And
be
says, This is his home. As the mouth just loosely...
You are disgusting.
I don't
He's
particularly
not-
like that.
With his intelligence, I can finally move more. I understand more. This is my home,
You are.
and you are not welcome here.
Then do you not understand if you have intelligence why this is wrong?
People are not your puppets. You don't get to just use the dead for whatever you want.
Oh, he used me plenty. I was his experiment, nothing more. He was coming out to kill me.
Well, maybe you have to be better than what you were used for.
Pardon me,
No.
Clem's gonna have an existential crisis on the sidelines for a minute.
Just because somebody did wrong to you does not mean you get to do wrong to somebody else. It's a never-ending cycle that way.
I defended myself. Just as I will defend myself from all of you.
Good.
And there's a rumbling as 3 large blue crystalline spikes jettison up through the path, cutting off exit. And we're gonna end there for this week.
Sounds good.
Alright.
Can I get a boss fight? Boss fight? Boss